What it do? What it do? Is Tony Jack. I'm here with Doc. We about to be back in a few. Welcome to another edition of So a Democrat, a Republican, and an Independent walk into a bar. It's episode number 2. We'll be back in a few. Holla.
You see, he talks like his shit don't stink, but he's cool with people. I knew he's from them. Just Uncle Jackie better. Jackie was alright. Uncle Jackie was excellent. Fucking guineas. Uncle Jackie. Uncle Jackie. Line, everybody get the line. Listen the fuck up. It's going down. Pay attention. Alright? Man, niggas a little man, bitches a little man, the flights a little man, the heart a little man, bitches a little man, faces a little man, fuck you all, I'm the motherfucking general, niggas a little man, bitches a little man, the flights a little man, the heart a little man, bitches a little man, it's a little man, fuck who you are. Stop, silence, remain quiet, don't cry, thug. Yo, I think it's time we take a fucking time out to hear what Harlem got to say. What, niggas? Harlem on the vibes. You don't want no problem with us, guys.
New in the game, I'm standing out in the crowd. Also hard, gotta stack that can't stop my vibe. Got the beats banging, speakers bumping loud. I'm the king of the game, I'm standing out in the crowd. I'm so hard, gotta stack that cash. Yellow tape wrapped around, I'm making a splash. My flow so hot, it's burning up the scene. When I step into the room, you know what I mean. Yellow tape, yellow tape, yellow tape, yellow tape. We on fire, we the ones in charge. Ain't no time. Turn it up, let the beat drop low. Yellow tape everywhere.
BT, what's good, BT?
Practice. I can show you practice. I can show you how to put $1 million in a mattress. I can show the difference between an icon and a classic. Baby in the major should be rolling in a basket. I'm advanced, and it's a lot of dance. From anywhere, my jewelry jump like Ja Morant. And Kif Tower shorts got me tanning with the babes. You would be a surfer if you ever had this wave. I just switch up my cabana, they throw shade. Matter top 5 and top wives, no I'm the fade. And though I'm out the loop, I be mute, playing cute, nothing to say to you. Cause when I'm back home, I'm like Kyrie, I won't play with you. This is magic with the fur. Tim Duncan on the spur. Tanya Harton on the skate. This that Kobe number 8. This the kick over the head in the hand of Sue Bird. This boy's superb. All I got is 2 words.
Uncle Jackie. What's good? What's good? How you feel? How you feel? What's going on? We waiting for the boy. We waiting for our boy Moves.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yo.
On and basically from 3 points of view where the country's headed. One's a Democrat, one's an independent, one's a Republican. We can mix and match. You can guess. It don't matter which one is which. That should make everybody happy from the conversation I had earlier. People bailing. But yeah, we gonna tackle some issues. I'm gonna try to play some video if I can. You know, I want to rest in peace to my man Bob Uecker, man. Mr. Belvedere, y'all know who he is, man. If you don't,
It's at Harlem HNIC.
from Mr. Belvedere, he wasn't Mr. there, but you know, or Major League, if you know Major League, just a bit outside.
Yeah, good actor, good sports dude.
Yeah, straight comedy, straight comedian. What's going on, Miss Brenton? Salute.
What's up, Miss Brenton?
But I totally forgot the order and way of which I want to do things. But Doc, I know we just did your show, and I would like, if you could, if you have them written down or whatever, kind of reiterate some of the questioning that you had,
Well,
you know, concerning the topic.
As far as what was the last part you said?
Concerning the topic. Say it again.
I didn't hear the last thing that you said. It was mumbling.
Anything, the questions you had, like concerning the topic that's at hand. Basically, you know, Trump being in office, where we think the country is headed. That's the question right there, bro. Like, where do you see the country heading for the next 4 years?
Well,
Fuck it, I'll start with that.
I mean, as far as where I see the country heading, as far as economically, I think we're gonna blossom and bloom in that aspect. But kind of think you're gonna have a lot of people being scared of going out there trying to find a job and trying to make a living for their family, and in some of these states, you know.
Do you believe that he's gonna follow through with the overtime bit, or any of it, where he's not gonna tax tips, not gonna tax overtime? You think any of that is cock and bull, or you think that's for real?
I mean, we do. Well, he didn't sign none of them executive orders as of yet, you know. So, if that was one of the most major important things that people was trying to
follow the service in the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If people was banking on that being one of the first things that they were trying to see, then I don't think that's going to be. But I do think he's going to put that into play, but it just won't be one of the first things that he do.
Well, as far as I think in the next 4 years, fellas, we need to get it's time to like get our money up. Hold on. It's time to band together, because these next 4 years, like they're not gonna be like feminine. This is gonna be a masculine 4 years, fellas. It's time to take advantage of every opportunity you can and stack that bread over these next 4 years. Because I got a feeling a Democrat is gonna be in office in 4 years. I don't know if Trump is gonna do enough to win again. I don't know if he can. I mean, I don't know if he can serve another term after this one legally. I don't know. I have to look that up. But yeah, it's time. Like, even my bros, Aaron.
No, he can't legally run get another term after this, but I think he's going to try to put something into play to do that.
But what's the word I use, bro? I said legally. Legally first. If he try to finagle, then it's legal, but he finagled at the same time. But yeah, like I'm saying, fellas, like, it's time to put little pools of money together, start shit or make shit better that you already started. If he actually does put in that overtime plan, hey, tell your wife, tell your girlfriend, whatever it is, hey, I'm gonna be home less these next 4 years. I have a plan set in place, and in 2 years' time, I'll let you know what's going on. Well, that's how I run shit. I mean, people do what the fuck they want to do at their homes, but you know what I mean? As the undisputed leader of my house, basically, it's like, this is what's about to happen. I'm about to be pulling 60-hour, 70-hour weeks. And everything, it might be high and by for a little while. But, our vacations are going to be better. Life is going to be better in general, a little something, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's time to work hard, get that money up, and build something. It's time to build shit, man. Find the lane.
But say if we do this overtime, sign this into executive order, that overtime, what he said,
And tips.
overtime of the tax, and the tips, So then now when you go to the diner and try to get some food, the food is a little bit more expensive now because the waiter and everybody is on wages now because they find it more better to pay on wages. But then when you try to do overtime at work, there's no more overtime because the company is trying to, get the exempts that they're looking for, trying to get their, the overhead better than, budget their numbers right. You know what I mean? Their books right. So I just think
like
that
what you're doing there.
I just think that with one thing changing, I think that it's going to also change to how the companies move with their workers.
No, I actually I like that. I get where you're going, cause and effect kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. But there are some places, certain industries, where you're definitely guaranteed overtime, bro. Definitely. And I think the hospital is one. I think your job is another. It's a lot of places where you can get overtime, bro. Factories, especially the bigger, at least as far as Georgia is concerned, in the South, where all of the farmland and all that shit is, and the factories and all that, it's overtime out here. It's money out here, yo.
Just say they hire people to be on some flex workers type of stuff. You know what I mean? To where they able to like I say, stay under the company, the business will stay under the overtime rate and have more people on standby and things of that nature. But like I said, I don't know how that's gonna go either. Like, what's the tax break on the businesses and this, that, and the third. But it'd be nice to work overtime and not get taxed on, or not get taxed on one.
Now you got to peep this. That doesn't bother the company at all because either way, they paid you that money. They have to pay it regardless. Whatever the number is, they have to pay it. If you did them overtime, you did the overtime. Now, when it comes to tax, our companies have shit to do with that. Hey, it's out of my hands. I paid them the money. I don't give a shit what happens after that. You get what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at it. The company already paid. So whatever breaks they get, they still going to get. You already paid me. So now after you done, paid me, it's up to, the government is the one who's being, not paid. So it's like.
But then now I hear what you're saying too, but then you also got these medical that you're paying out to. Is that, going to be part of that, added on to that? How is the income going to be looked at from that point of view when you try to get services or you try to get, you know what I mean? What bracket you gonna fall under?
Now keep this here. This is where I guess I have a little advantage. That's why, like, if you make let's say, what's the minimum wage up there? $15 for a certain size company, but we're gonna go with 15. We're gonna use 15. Let's say you make a dub. A dub up there is way different than a dub per hour down here. Because down here, minimum wage is $7.25 still. So if we down here, like, I-20, if somebody getting fucking, really, to be honest with you, if you make $16, $17 an hour and you can do 50 hours a week, you can live fine on your own with no help. Even with 40 hours, I mean, you might have to, be a little tight with your bread, but you can do it out here. Mm-hmm. But now now though, as the time goes though, it's going to be a little more difficult because, Atlanta is trying to turn into like New York in terms of pricing. So if you're thinking about moving down here because you think the rent is cheaper. Yeah, it is, but you got to go past Atlanta. You got to go south or do it. I don't. You know what? It's all in fun. Or do what Doc did and move somewhere like who gives a fuckville, Georgia. What's that shit called, bro?
Thompson.
What's that shit called? Sorry.
Are you talking about Thompson?
Yes, move to Thompson, Georgia. You'll probably find cheap rent there. Like anything like maybe 20 miles north or south of Atlanta, you'll find the cheap rent. And I'm thinking maybe 40 miles. It might be 40, 50 miles north or south of Atlanta. North and south. Because it's not, moving to Atlanta, you're going to, especially if you're moving into the city where they have, a couple of numbers and shit. Yeah, you're gonna pay some spread. 1-bedroom apartment is $1,400. You got studios for $1,200. So if you want to live in Midtown or downtown, yeah, get ready to pony up them greenbacks. Or if you want to live in Buckhead, some shit like that, better pony up. Stay where the fuck you at.
But I still don't see, like, okay, a question to you. How much is 2 liters sold out there?
Sometimes 2 for $5. So roughly $2.29, most likely, like on average, $2.29.
$2.29. So no, but you said sometimes it's 2 for $5. So what's the regular price?
That's $2.50.
Yeah. So you said $2.29 is a regular price. I
mean, on average, because sometimes you might find it for $1.99.
Mm-hmm.
So on average, I say about $2.29.
Now, I remember them being the prices over here that was the price for the biggest 3-liter sodas. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's the same price for the 2-liter sodas as well, which didn't make no sense. Which didn't make no sense.
That makes sense because the 3-liter don't taste as good as the 2-liter, and the 2-liter don't taste as good as the 1-liter, and the 1-liter don't taste as good as the 20 ounce.
That's facts too. That's all facts. That's all facts too. Right. But I'm saying that okay, the sodas is not that bad of a price out there compared to what it is out here. It's $2.99 for one soda. 2 for $5.
Oh,
that's a sale. Now,
yeah,
you could catch huh?
That might be where I saw that when I was up there because I don't buy 2 liters because them shits get nasty.
I know when I asked you that question, that was kind of like the wrong question for you because I know you don't buy 2 liters. But I was like, you probably.
Nah, but I know the prices because the wife buys them. She buys sometimes.
Okay, so now we could get your deal out here and get 5 for $5, but you're going to do that once on that sale. You know what I mean? So that'd be a bargain if you could catch 2. You get a limit of 2, so you catch 10 sodas for $10. That's a steal. You know what I mean? But that's not everywhere. That's only probably in a certain spot once a month or once every 3 months or once every 2 months.
Yeah, that's because that shit been sitting so long.
Nah, not even that, because they get first batches. You know what I mean? But what it is probably be like Super Bowl time. It'd be around. Like it should be on a promo around the time where soda should be sold with chips or something like that. You know what I mean? So they have a little deal going on. Oh, he said he didn't get the link. I'm gonna send him the link right now.
Yeah, I sent it twice. Wow. I sent that shit while the show was going.
I got you right now. I'll send it.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. See? Against me. Every time it's my turn, it's wow. The second one didn't even. Wow. It don't show none of the links. Pause. Hey, yo, that's sabotage.
Well, I sent it to him. It should be coming now. Yeah, what's good, y'all? Okay. What's good, Uncle Jackie? What up, Moon?
Hey.
Yo, that's straight sabotage, bro. I sent the link twice. I should have checked it because this ain't the first time this happened between us.
Republican.
I don't think people should follow.
My fellow Republican.
Yeah.
Don't watch out for that. Watch out for that independent right there. He be trying to throw monkey wrenches in our shit. So
Right.
don't believe.
My
Don't
fellow
believe him.
Republican, I can keep that.
Yeah, but Zuckerberg promised up and down like he was going to be cool about this. He went out there and he's like, "I do solemnly swear," and he put his 3 fingers, his Scout's honor shit. You know, when you stick your fingers up in the air.
Yo, watch that independent over there. He was trying to get buddy with Democrats, trying to get my votes, man. Better watch him, bro.
Uh-oh.
He wasn't trying to have the Republican on the show today, man. Watch him, bro.
You hear this guy? Somebody was trying to switch parties. Somebody wanted to switch parties.
I'm
It's like, I don't know, man. We looking real weak over here on the Democratic side, man.
Well, can you blame them though? Can you blame them being pissed or blame them for being like, wow?
Well,
I told you, the weakness is rampant, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Like
that Democrat shit is for fucking see, you don't belong in that party, which means I might have to change this or might have to rearrange and play the part myself. Oh, that's gonna be funny. I'm gonna mock them so fucking bad. This is gonna turn into Mad TV. I'm telling you now. If that shit switch on and I take the part of the Dem, it's over because I know how to be one. All I gotta do is cry. And cry.
Well, yeah. Now, did you come up with the scheduled topics, or dude, it's like an open season right now. It's so much shit is happening.
I did. Hold on. Let me go back to our message first, and I want to at least clear those. But for right now, Aaron, you can speak on where you think what was the first 2 questions? Where do you think the country is headed in the next 4 years? And do you think he's going to follow through with the executive order of taking away taxes for overtime and for the people, the waiters and waitresses, the tips?
Yeah, no tax on tips and no tax on now. Let's see here. He signed an executive order. It's something to do with the CDC, the FDA, and he put certain actions of theirs into halt. They're brought to a screeching halt. What else? Now, as far as all right. So the first, the 2 questions are again, where do I think that the nation is going to go from this point? And what else?
For 4 years. And do you think he's going to follow through with the no taxing on the tips?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's the easiest thing to do. It's been suggested for a long time. For decades, that maybe a 10% tax across the board for a number of years would have cleared up the national debt. That was before the housing bubble. That was before everything else. But at the same time, this is a different direction that our monetary system is going to go in. It's going into a digital age, and we kind of got to be the first, and foremost at that, because we are competing against the world, not just militarily, but we're also competing against them monetarily. So, and there are a lot of people that believe that we don't have a leg to stand on because we're in such debt, this, that, and the other thing. Well, if you eliminate, if you find ways to cut back on expenses, like not dump tens of billions, if not hundreds of billions of dollars into wars throughout the world, that cuts back on trillions of dollars right off the bat. Then you take the useless sides of Congress, like he also signed another executive order ordering people not to work from home anymore. You actually have to report in DC to your office if you have a title like this. So there's no more, working from home bullshit.
No remote.
Yeah, no more remote working anymore. If you're voted in, that is your commitment to show up in DC and do your work. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I like that. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I thought you
there's
meant the regular
there's no
people.
more. Yeah, there's no more telecommuting. There's no more that's where like your Department of Government Efficiency starts kicking in, and it's weird. I believe that a lot of these changes are taking place. Like over 200 executive orders were signed just in the first day on January 20th when he first was inaugurated, and clarity on every single one of those. You got to be a pretty dedicated study for you to go through all 200 of them. And I kind of vaguely looked around to see if I could find a list of all 200 of them, see what direction these executive orders were, and I wasn't able to find anything other than like the power punch type of executive orders, like what he did with the CDC and FDA. And the NIH. That was another thing too. Yeah, the NIH was another company or department that he signed an executive order against.
Hold on, real quick, moves. I just want to let the people know what the NIH means. It means niggas in Harlem.
Yeah.
My fault, moves. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I had to say that.
No, man. I mean, you got to clarify things, man. You're loud and clear about this shit. Now, but yeah, yes, I'm not repeating that, man. I can't. Like, you know how many people would take that way out of fucking left field? They're like, dude, he said
yeah, definitely.
And then he dropped an M-bomb on the show. Anyway, he's let's see here. Yeah, let's see here. NIH. What does it stand for? Oh, yeah, National Institute of Health is what it really stands for.
Okay. National Institute of Health. Write it down, folks. Remember these things.
Well,
moves a teacher a thing or two.
You do want to write it down because check this out. It was through the NIH. Okay, so Fauci gets like X amount of dollars to billions of dollars, really, to distribute through companies that the NIH recommends get funding for their research. So like, I guess the best people who do the best research would get, the best funding. So like, the NIH is like one of those agencies where, people will go and apply, and sometimes they don't need to apply, evidently, because the Wuhan lab, the lab in Wuhan that was doing the experimentation and the I forgot what type of testing it was there for, but damn it, it slipped my fucking. But anyways, gain of function. That's what it was. They were paid to find the gain of function of the coronavirus. Okay, so they found emails left and right that had Fauci and the NIH going back and forth, and Fauci went before Congress and he said no, he didn't fund any research for the COVID-19 virus, when in fact he wasn't lying, because he gave it to the NIH, and the NIH were the ones that gave all the funding to the Wuhan lab in Wuhan, China, for the COVID-19 gain of function research. It's all a fucking lie. See, like so much shit. I swear to God, guys, so much shit is gonna make your fucking head spin when this all comes to fruition. And so far, right, like all the groundwork has already been laid, like from the dissolution or whatever you would call it, the breaking apart of our like financial structure, our health structures, our education structures, all of that is going to change because we've all kind of become aware that we're waking up, and some of us slower than others, but at the same time, you know, the election, you know, speaks volumes right there. As people were waking up, we're like, wait a second, we're tired of this inflation. Why is this inflation happening? You know, let's really get down to the bottom of this. So, like, I guess that's why they voted in a guy that meant business. So, yeah. What up, y'all? What do you think about Trump wanting to buy Greenland? Is it a smart move? Okay, so I got a feeling that
7 real quick. Sorry about that. Shout to 757. What's going on, brother? Hope everything is all good, bro. But go ahead, boom.
All right, so I guess, like, besides money, okay, if you guys can think of a something that's got value that the U.S. could trade, other than money, right? Other than military, other than like technological advancement, okay? What you do is you trade out freedom, okay? So, like, if I was Greenland, all right, and Trump came to me and I was like the king of Greenland or whatever you want to call him, and he came to me and said, hey, if you become a part of, like, you know, 51st or 52nd state, we're kind of tossing up the idea whoever comes up first gets the 51st part. Anyway, they approach, you know, and the United States approaches me, king of Greenland, and they say, okay, your citizen going to be free to speak whatever they want. They'll be able to carry firearms and even manufacture our firearms if they want. They'll have their own constitution. They'll be able to vote in their own, like, governor for Greenland, and I would say when it comes down to voting in legislation for the United States. Hey, yeah, dude, you know, sign me up. If I was like, well, a leadership in Greenland, it'd be the smartest thing for me and my people to have our own constitution. To have our constitution.
If I'm already free, I can carry guns if I choose to. There's no laws over there saying I can't, but there's no reason for me to carry a gun over there. There's no police. There's no big police state over there, so we don't need a big police state over there. I mean, I'm not
saying there's a large police state. No. There's nothing I said about police state.
No, I'm just mentioning that because once you mention everything else, a police state gonna have to come inside there because now guns is roaming the street freely, and you don't want no madman with no guns. So I'm just saying, what benefits the Greenland? What benefits the Greenland people have as far as having America coming over there and taking over their country for America to have a better.
First off, it's not taking over a country. It's an entire, wait, hold on. It's an entire country saying, "Hey, you know what? We want our own constitution."
No, a country didn't say that. No. Hold on. Hold on.
Dude, do you know who rules?
Move. Let's get facts.
Do you know
Trump
who rules?
Said this. Hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. Trump said this.
No, here's facts.
Greenland never said this nowhere before Trump said this.
All right, dude, just straight up facts, okay? Who rules Greenland?
Denmark runs Greenland.
Yes, Denmark, okay? They're royalty, okay? They own Greenland. Okay? Denmark, thousands of miles away, owns Greenland. What does Denmark know about Greenland? They know that Greenland wants their own constitution, wants their own freedoms, wants to be free from Denmark. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's about national independence. It's not just about. It's not like it's going to be like the Greenland USA. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it's going to be Greenland USA. Maybe it'll be the 51st state. But it doesn't mean that Greenland has to change everything it is about themselves. You know, if they already got several things under control, then the government, the U.S. government, doesn't even need to get involved. It's kind of like
they got involved with Hawaii. They got involved with all these other countries that they purchased that was once countries on islands that they purchased, And as you see, they purchase for positions inside the world, so that way they can have army bases and be able to move around and protect the world. So, quote and unquote, you know what I mean? So
No, but
I
these
love
are military. You're
love
talking about
America.
you're talking about like military advantages that you'll have throughout the entire world if you add Canada and Greenland.
Okay. As a military person, as the president of the United States of America, that'd be a good, powerful move. But as human beings in the world, as which I am first and foremost before I'm anything, we taking over. We know better than Russia. We be no better than any other country. We be no better than Germany. We be no better.
No. You know the difference between that, bro, is the invading part. We don't have to invade in any way, shape, or form. We don't have to invade Greenland. Greenland is like got their hand up in the air, like
we disrespect the Greenland. And I never say they want to be
considering their independence. They're seriously considering their independence from Denmark. That's what my point is.
Okay, that's not a problem.
It's not like the Germans. It's not like the Germans going into Poland. It's not like the Germans going into France and occupying anything. It's a simple fact that these people are tired of being ruled by Denmark. So an option, which is a pretty smart option considering that to join the United States. It's not a matter of like overpowering.
That had to be the only option, and that was never an option for Greenland to be brought up there. Greenland never went to the news in America. Was like, yo, you know what? I'm going to lobby to be the American 51st state. We ain't never heard that before. I ain't never heard that before. Trump said that he wanted to take over, bro.
Then why was Donald Trump Jr. welcomed with open arms in the capital?
Okay. Hold on.
In the capital city of Greenland.
Hold on. You're going to okay, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna answer that question. He was welcomed with open arms without a doubt. Of course, he's American. Of course, he coming from from a rich place where business could be brought into this country or brought into this into this country or into this Greenland. You know what I mean? So you can't say that that they welcome him with open arms. Yeah, of course they're gonna vote me. That's Donald Trump Jr. Why not? That wasn't the ambassador of America coming over there. That wasn't Trump himself coming over there. And Trump really disrespectful to the Greenland people by saying that how he presented it. You know what I mean? In my opinion.
Well, it's not a matter of how it's being brought to you. It's what's being done. And then at the same time, it's not what you say.
You're right.
And that's how you say it too, man.
That's what Columbus did when he came over here to America, bro. Only thing that's different is the times. Only thing that's different is the ways going about it. And like I said, I believe it's disrespectful to the people of Greenland for even suggesting they be a 51st state in that manner. You know what I mean? There was a proper way to go about it. There was a diplomatic way to go about it, and Trump didn't do it that way. Trump don't care about a diplomatic way. He care about his way.
So am I getting it right that you're saying that the majority of Greenland doesn't want to see? The thing of it is like the outcome of this hasn't even happened yet.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Moves. If you was a Greenland, right? Would you rather be independent and become a country and become a strong country amongst yourself, or would you rather be dependent on another country that already failed their people?
Well, I would certainly go with a country that hasn't has succeeded for its people, not failed its people. Like
America fails its people, bro. America sent people out to war. America, look at facts of the last 4 years that, like you were saying, okay. America is a prosperous place for the last 4 years, like you've been crying, like Republicans been talking about, like, oh no, we the worst, we weak, we this, that, and the third, which we are. You understand? Our military is not the strongest no more. We may have the strongest technology. Our educational system is weak as fuck. You know what I mean? We have too many
Yeah.
people identifying as a third and fourth party, and maybe as a sixth and seventh party, which doesn't exist in this world. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that don't go on around the world, which it does, but America has a big problem with that. You know what I mean? That's
Well,
not
that's why, like, these latest, like I said, you know, you put a halt to the NIH, you put a halt to the CDC and the FDA.
okay, but okay, but
Wait, hold on a second. Like you and I are sitting there talking, we're talking on even grounds, and this is after this is said. Yeah, I think you'll like. I think the intensity of the conversation or the argument will like subside a little bit. It'll settle down. Both of us don't trust these government agencies, okay, from the CIA, the FBI, the whole 9 yards, all right? So what Trump is stepping into and what he wants to implement is absolute overhaul on all of these agencies, if not get rid of all of these agencies, or at least the majority of them. And the last president...
Project 25, as it was said in Project 25, no?
Well, that's the thing, man. That's planned opposition right there. You know, I told you guys before, if you go to the Trump website, it's got nothing to do with Project 2025 or wherever the one.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying that the playbook. I want you to get back to what you were saying. Hold on, no. I just want to insert this real quick. But the playbook that's inside Project 25 is basically the same. Is basically the same rhetoric and the talk that's going on, and not saying that that it's completely the same, but it's just like some of the rhetoric in there is being presented right now. But go ahead,
I don't think you realize. I don't think you realize that, like, the protection the military provides for us. Okay, with one ship, one ship carries enough artillery and ordnance and manpower to topple nations. Pick a nation, okay? One ship. We have an entire armada. We have tons and tons of ships, okay? And the thing is that we can mobilize anywhere in the world within 24 hours, and within 48 hours, we can deliver like 250,000 troops. And that's whether we're weekend or not weekend. Trust me, the U.S. military is no longer weakened in any way, shape, or form. If anything, it's received a boost, like a defibrillator kit that they use to shock the heart back into beating, that kind of thing. This is exactly what the military was geared for. And the thing is, excuse me, now you asked before, if I was a country, would I go with like Denmark, or would I go with some other country or something to that effect? There's no other country I would go with than the United States to partner up with anything from business to military allyship to or a military alliance to I'm sending my best minds in a particular field of technology to learn. Dude, the United States has been the very cornucopia of all of technology, from being military to medical, the whole 9 yards. Now, recently, within the past like 20, 30 years, there have been small little subversions. There's some small little subversions that have been planting seeds in our society, and they've been growing. Okay, they've had us fooled into believing a lot of shit that was bullshit. What we thought was true about history and that kind of stuff was absolutely false. And then you have you have the very theme of our show tonight, conspiracy theory. That was straight up invented by one of these 3-letter fucking agencies to dispel, and that's when Kennedy was assassinated. Anything
wait. I can actually interject here. Conspiracy theories go back as far as George Washington.
Look, conspiracy theories are theories, but the term conspiracy theory was created by the CIA so that nobody would question. Nobody would question what their investigation was on the death of JFK.
Anything other than that, nobody to be taken seriously that questioned the authorities. Question the government or any authority figure of doing
and that statement alone ruled out anything that would seem outlandish as far as an explanation, like maybe the driver turned around and shot him. You know, who knows? But the thing of it is like until those records come out and they release the records, here's some other progress too. You know, here's some like potential justice that just might happen. You know, rumor has it that MLK, God rest him, was poisoned in the hospital. He wasn't just shot, but he was also poisoned in the hospital. So, like, I want to know if that was a conspiracy theory. You have to the records of Robert F. Kennedy and JFK, John F. Kennedy, being assassinated. All of those records are being released. You know, if Trump got into office and said, "Hey, you know what?
We're not going to be released, bro. Some of them going to be released, like we said in other shows. But to get back to what you said,
it's an executive order, dude. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. All of that shit is none of it's being redacted. All the names are being released, and there's that's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's what I'm saying.
There's no way in the world that's going to happen. It's going to go against.
How is it not going to happen?
Because it's going to go against national security to all that information being put out. Because if you let names be known, because if you let names be known and these people formatted the way that our CIA and our FBI is being run, they're going to have to change that. When who got
not if you got a president, not if you got a president that, but not if you're going
to move like you just gave you 10 minutes to talk because you know
because
let me just get my opinion across. Hold your thought and let me just get my thought. Let me get my thought across.
All right, go
There's
ahead.
no way in the world. There's no way in the world that the government or the president going to feel they had the resources or the manpower to change everything that was put into place by the CIA or the FBI or any one of these alphabet agencies that we have. So it's definitely going to be hard to do. So to say that they would do that now, it may be some changes and some tweaks and some information may come out or may get to Trump and he may make moves, you know, behind the scenes, but all that information not going to come out. That's going to be a threat to national security. But to go back and talk about Greenland and being being any part of America, not even being a 51st state, but being an annex of America, anything of America. I don't see as a people, why would I want to join if I'm already okay with what I'm at, and if I'm not okay, why would I want to go to somewhere where I see that, okay, business-wise, they may be good, economy-wise, they may be good, but if we look at America in a whole, crime, drugs, youth, mental thing, and we don't have this in Greenland, we don't want that. We don't want to have that free flow of Americans or America to feel they could come back and forth across the seas to come over to Greenland. So I'd rather be independent as a Greenland person and try and see how far I could prosper as an independent state. Now, as being being under control of Denmark at the moment, we not having no threats by nobody trying to come over and take over land. We don't have anything of resources that people really want as of yet, or they can't get at other places. You understand? As of yet, you know.
They've got rare.
They have resources there, but they're not. No one is Greenland.
Dude. You just say that Greenland doesn't have anything to offer the world, and they're not threatened.
Listen, did you hear what I just said?
Everything
is over there, bro. That's why we want to go over there.
Any country that's got great resources as a threat, is at threat of being taken over.
Nobody taking over Greenland too close to America, bro.
What? Oh no! Wait a second. Let me say that again, okay?
And Denmark is part of the UN.
Dude, I was about to say something. Hold on a second. Like what I'm saying is that any country that's got any kind of resources can be subject to invasion, okay? And depending on how they're protected is whether or not they get overthrown and thrown into slavery, or not overthrown and thrown into slavery. Okay, you're talking like worst case scenario. Like you can go from the best case scenario to the worst case scenario in a matter of like one presidency. Perfect example, Joe Biden. All right. Another perfect example would be Barack Obama. You know, the thing is like, and we can nitpick about who was better and who wasn't and who was fucked up later. But my point is that Greenland knows, like, okay, I got a choice to side with the WHO or NATO, or I get to side up with the UN, or I could side up with the country that invented plane flight, invented the internet, invented electricity. Well, that's debatable, but nevertheless, all of these technological advances have set us as the United States. We don't know this because we don't go outside of our country. Okay. It's not that we don't study outside of our country, but the experiences from other countries, especially third world countries, don't necessarily come to us in history books. Okay, so that's part of the bullshit that you and I both agree with 100% as far as the education system. Yes, our education system got hijacked. It taught us a bunch of bullshit as far as, you know, like gearing us up to be in the workplace instead of, you know, being free-minded and creating, you know, God knows what. Okay, instead of a generation after generation of free thinkers, we had generation after generation of workers. I completely agree with you, wholeheartedly agree with you that we got fucked when it came down to our education system. Fortunately, though, we've stumbled upon the information age. So, like, here, what we do is we kind of decipher what is conspiracy theory and what isn't, right? And since we're in this like sophisticated confusion, it isn't beneath us at all to look at a country like Greenland and say, hey, you know what? Strategically, it would be smart. Financially, it'd be smart. There are export imports. We could help them, with softwares to logistics, you name it. You know, we can help each other out in a whole an abundance of different ways. It's not just, you know, us being able to say, you know, put our flag on Greenland and say it's the United States of Greenland. No, it's not just that. It is a simple fact that the overhaul that we're already doing with our government, just Trump on some of the things that he said he was going to do, as opposed to the shit that he's already done. Like take for instance, okay, his first presidency proved everything that pretty much he said everything that he was going to do, he did, from building a wall to repealing the crime bill and releasing over 1,500 people of color from prison for, you know, getting, you know, prison time for fucking, you know,
Weed.
a seat in their fucking floorboard. You know, it was like that strike three. It was bullshit. He repealed that, man. It freed a lot of people, man. But a lot of people don't want to give him that credit. You know, the financial support.
People, bro, come on, man.
Right? But what about the financial aid? The financial aid that he signed in for the HSBC. You know, HSBC used to have to come like you know, brothers in the field with their hat in hand. Yeah, can we have some more money? No,
well, Democrat tried to get free education and he got blocked off
because education shouldn't be free. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you want it, you should be able to pay for it. You know, but at the same time, you also shouldn't have. You also shouldn't have universities. I'm going to finish this one. You shouldn't have any universities boosting their fucking tuition prices to the point where you've got to take out a AAA loan to pay for your fucking college. That is fucking bullshit. College should be affordable, but I don't think it should be free. I don't think we should be footing the bill for people making poor decisions in their college decisions. You know, if you're 18 years old and you think that you're going to go places because you studied modern dance or some shit like that, and you
wow, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like if you're going to go in there and you're going to be a fucking engineer, you're going to be a doctor, you're going to be like
STEM, basically.
Yeah, STEM, or better yet, like a caregiver. Look on the feminine side of things too, guys. From teachers, we need fantastic teachers. We need all kinds of crazy, like in between type of stuff. So everybody's gonna
Right.
roll. Everybody's gonna roll here in the United States. Really, they do. And it's not fair for people like that to be paying the majority of the taxes, even though they could say they make like $4 grand, $5 grand, $6 grand a month. But at the same time, their bills are $7 grand a month. It's
Right.
just at the end of every month, it's always trying to play catch up or something to that effect. And so this overhaul is going to have some growing pains, but dude, it's going to blow your fucking mind. I promise you that your mind's going to get blown by the shit that is being released. This is just the third day in a presidency. And I guarantee you over 200 executive orders have been signed. And once we get a list of all of the shit that's taking place, you'll feel a whole lot better about shit. Honestly, I already do. I already feel better simply because the IRS has been chasing my ass for the past 5 years since my mom passed away. Since my mom passed away, I kid you not, the IRS has been relentless. There were 2 years that I took care of her 24/7. None of those guys gave me any kind of like guidance or help or what I could do as far as they. They asked me about that. They said, "Do you have any receipts for that year?" And no.
I don't know who the fuck keeps man.
Listen, I don't care how you put it, how you see it. Yeah, the world gonna be a little bit better, but the way the world's gonna switch and the button gonna be switching, if you ain't got that bread in front of you to be talking that shit, to be putting it in the cryptocurrency at the moment. And then you're going to be the last link. It's going to be like fucking Total Recall. Deformed people living under the sewers, bro.
Yeah, that's the whoa. He said Total Recall. I don't even think they wasn't even living underground, but the lack of air is what made caused the deformities and everything. They weren't living below ground or anything.
No, they wasn't. They was in space. They was in
they were on Mars. So the air quality, and that was part of the punishment. Like that's that totalitarian type shit. Woo, dude, control how much air you get. Come on now. That shit is crazy.
We got to see how the world is going. Even though China is a communist place, but they move. Their technology is way more advanced than ours, or way more advanced than the public access.
I think the people would be, not the technology per se.
No, the technology too, on how they how they move out there. Like you basically being monitored, just like how if you look at how England and they move out there in London with the camera situation. Like you can't make no moves without the cameras inside that district or inside that area. That's not the whole country. That's not the whole continent, but that is part of their society that they, feel they have to have a watch on. Probably the main hub of transportation. Just like over here in America. We have our own situations where, certain people is not going to see the worst of the gutterness of the Bronx, the dirtiness of the Bronx, but they will also they will have a concept of what type of people come from the Bronx, because the news is going to present, that to them, but they would never have the street knowledge of the Bronx. Where Moves at? Moves coming back?
Oh shit! Thank you for saying something, because I was off. Oh shit! I didn't even know he had left.
I was back for a second. I was listening to y'all. No, man. Dude,
bad Moves. I didn't know. I thought I'd be able to see you in the
I was listening and I was like, you know what? There are ways that a country shows its best to other countries, and you know, America's no different. Like you said, you know, the people are not going to see the griminess of the South Bronx. You know, I lived off of Crows Avenue, as a matter of fact, and I couldn't describe it. And there's not a video that you can watch to understand it in any way, shape, or form. It's just the South Bronx, and um, I imagine it changed along with New York after 9/11, because one of the best years I ever had in my life was the year 2000 to 2001 in New York, and a lot of stuff was popping off. There was, you know, there was still like tons of money in the streets. The jobs, fuck, dude. You know, you could just walk down a block and apply to like 10 jobs, man. Yeah, it was easy to find work, and but
It's
the
easy to find work too. If
but
you
the
know,
thing is like China's gonna be the same way, dude. You know, they're gonna show you all the latest and greatest little toys and that kind of stuff, but they don't show you is like the people that are made to buy these toys. You know, you'll be told what car to drive, where to live, what job you're going to do. There is no freedom as far as that's concerned. Um, and now as far as like and Russia's almost the same way. But not as bad as China. If you're Muslim and you're in China, you'll be found really quickly too, because of their security systems and the cameras. And yeah, you'll be shipped off to a labor camp. That's been absolutely proven and investigated into China. It took a lot of courage to get that footage out of China, because they really don't like you filming shit like that. But they'll use the facial recognition software to find the there's a particular name for these Muslim Chinese people. Uyghur, as a matter of fact, they're called Uyghurs, and the like I said, the facial recognition finds the Uyghurs, and they get shipped off to labor camps in China. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like I said, you know, you can Google search it. You can. There's been, and the thing of it is like that's pretty bad. We, as far as I know, we have a pretty stern, have pretty stern laws against like child labor and, you know, shipping people off to labor camps. Period. You know, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. You know, that's what makes us better than China, is what my point is. It's like, dude, I could, you know, out of every other country in the world, I could hold my head high and know we don't have like labor fucking camps, you know. And oh, and I like pick a country in Africa that isn't in turmoil right now. Yes, the South Africa, I'm actually kind of pretty cool. It's pretty cool. They're pretty much kicking the Dutch out. And Dutch didn't belong there in the first place. You know, and Africa proved that big time. So like rebellion and independence and a willingness to show the strength of your convictions is as big as far as the country is concerned. You know, we're no longer a country that is kind of laughed at, where the rest of the world will start acting up, like Israel to Palestine, or, you know, Russia to Ukraine. You know, when Trump was president, man, you know, we didn't have that shit happening. You know, as a matter of fact, sanctions and tariffs are what kept Putin at bay. And it wasn't until, you know, he was allowed to finish the pipeline that he got the hundreds of billions of dollars that funded the war to go into the Ukraine in the first place. You know, did Trump have information to foresee that? And more importantly, did the Biden administration have information to foresee that, you know, that Putin was going to invade after Joe Biden himself signed the executive order allowing Russia to finish that pipeline into Germany? Because that's all European customers that needed the oil. And since we cut off our oil because, you know, we wanted to save the environment or something to that effect, then where else is Europe going to get their fucking oil? They're going to get it from Russia, and they're going to pay Russia for it, and they'll pay top dollar for it. So
Will.
it's like would I want to be in Trump's place? Fuck no, in any way, shape, or form, because of obvious reasons. That's a lot to pay attention to just in those little regards alone. But at the same time, this man at his age is tackling a ton of changes that need to take place in the United States. Now, I'm kind of going off on a tangent. And I apologize for monopolizing the microphone. It just when it comes down to growth as a country, I got nothing against it, and it really didn't occur to me as it being, because I really thought that Trump was trying to troll the public, especially the left, but even the right a little bit when he was humoring the idea of buying Greenland, but trading Greenland's people for the freedoms that the United States has. Fuck yeah, man. I'm all for that, especially if the people are like, they have a vote and like 80-90% of them say, fuck yeah, you know what? Give us the flag with the 51 stars and we'll plant it here and we'll be fine. You guys don't need anything more from us, just us being us. Okay, cool. Yeah, no problem. But it's not so much as like the US went over there and said, hey, and yeah, it's not like Donald Trump Jr. didn't get booed out or anything like that. They weren't like, fuck Donald Trump, and no protesting. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't. It's not like that he was unwanted. Like he showed up at their capital, and they were like, yeah, nice to meet you, and we're looking to do business with you and see what's going on. Yeah, and if they're open for it, they're open for it. If they're not open for it, yeah, we would have known right off the bat. Get the fuck out of Greenland. It's bad enough we got to deal with Denmark. You guys can all fuck off. So, I'm curious to see what the people of Greenland, the people the people of Greenland have got to say about this. And we're in the information age. We'll find out in like no time.
Bro, you don't think if the people of Denmark was all for this stuff, you don't think that America would be trouting this and be like, yo, look what the people of Denmark are saying. That's why Trump Jr. went over there, so he could coax some people, probably pay some people, show some interest to the high people that got money over there, be like, oh, we could do this, we could do that. You know what I mean? But again, our history of taking care of the people of our country is not a good history, bro.
Yeah, it is.
If you're not American, if you're not a white American, the history of America taking care of its citizen is not a good history.
I would definitely argue to the death with that one, man. Like, dude, if like the advancements that us as a society, okay, I'm not talking about black, white. I'm talking about everybody. Okay, I'm talking about everybody. Everybody's
black people. Black people.
Everybody. Okay, everybody. Let me finish my statement, and maybe you'll agree. Okay, the growth of everybody was stunted by our education system. Okay, straight up. Okay, and did it affect some of us more than others? Yes, absolutely.
Not black America.
Yes, it affected you most. It affected you most because the education system failed the black people the most. Do we agree or disagree?
When we was forced to put our kids in school, yes.
Okay. We were all forced to put our kids into schools. Okay.
Not really. If you know,
yes, really, because we only had to go. We only had to go to school one day out of the week. That's why it was called Sunday school. Okay. At one point, and way back in when, school was not mandatory 5 days a week and from 7:30 to fucking whatever. Okay. It was one day a week that you sat down to your studies for an hour or so, and then you went on your very merry life. That's why they called it Sunday school. And now the churches have replaced that with a day that kids can go and go to a place where they can learn about Jesus and all that stuff while the adults went to church that day. They wouldn't have to have kids interrupting their church.
So,
But-
so you telling me they build big buildings for schools just for one day?
No, that day was held at the church. You just went to Sunday school at the church because a town would have a church or a church or two. And like as towns were divided, they would have a Black Baptist church or a Protestant church, and they'd have a white Black Baptist and Protestant church.
Well,
Yes, it was segregated
what-
back then, but it was no different.
But what about the people that didn't believe in God, or what about the people that was Mormons and things of that nature?
You had people of different faiths, and dude, your atheist wasn't like widespread. That was after media. That was after entertainment. That was after music. That's where people like gained their voices, and more or less into schools too. That's how our schools failed our society. It wasn't just Black society. It wasn't just white society.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second, Moves. Hey Joe, we all patriots over here. First and foremost, we all first American born and raised. You understand? We love America to the day that we die. We just have different opinions of America.
You ain't gotta explain none of this Kermit the Frog in the face.
No, you know what? I want him to come to my page, shoot and like and sub. You know what I mean? So we need dickheads like him up there to understand us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In any event, we out here. We discussing the matters at hand, and we all have our different views of it, and we all patriots. We not New England patriots though.
Well, and that's the thing, like this is how the progress happens.
There you go, Joe. Hey, Joe, you're atheist. So when did atheist started coming to place? You know what I mean? We haven't talking about that right now.
It seemed like it became really popular in like the 80s, but I'm sure it happened long before that. But the popularity of it grew more and more as the 80s progressed, from the early to mid 80s.
I think it's always been out there. I just think that people would have got hung. People was looked at different if you didn't have that faith. And depending on where you was at in the world, like you could be in trouble for having faith. You know what I mean? Even if you did have faith, you know what I mean? So I just kind of think that the rulers.
No. It was always free.
I looked it up. The term atheist was used in English as early as 1567.
Yeah.
The term atheism was used around 1587.
Yeah, that's 1,500 years after Christ was born. You see what I'm saying? You know how long atheism really kind of took place? It took 1,500 years. Okay, so that the faith has been strong for at least. Well, we're going on like 2,100 years or something like that since Christ was born, and still now the question, we're deviating from the question, is when atheism really started like making an impact on society in the United States here, and my answer would be in the 80s, because a lot of people were pushing for their own freedoms, for their own religions, and they wanted to create their own religion. So the laws were made defining the difference between a cult and an actual religion in itself. All right. So you had the Branch Davidian, where David Koresh had his ministry license or some shit like that, and they had their own beliefs there. And look how that turned out. But it turns out
how did that turn out?
Yeah, the FBI and the ATF took them out.
And
but
why
did
they?
It's not because he created. It's not because he created a religion. It's because he like impregnated a bunch of the women, and then
stop it.
What do you mean? No. There's no stopping.
The government was mad because he had a whole bunch of guns on his land, and felt that he was having sex with little kids over there, which he wasn't. You know what I mean?
So what you say is fact, and what I say is made up.
Nah, bro. I did. I've been in Waco, Texas since Waco, Texas before Waco, Texas came out with documentaries on Netflix and all that. I've been on when I'm talking about I've been on documentaries. I've been on conspiracy theories since fucking I
Yeah.
could watch videos, bro. You know what I
All
mean?
right.
And I'm not saying you haven't either, move. You know what I mean? But Waco, Texas is one of the strongest things that besides the Black Panthers, besides the black culture within itself, the movement that they do if they don't like what's going on the lands of the world,
So,
bro. You know
so
what I mean?
you would say after the Koresh incident or the Branch Davidian incident that it didn't matter if you were black or white. If they didn't like what the situation was, they'd burn it down.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
good. That's where that you and I see eye to eye.
yeah. It
This
don't
is
matter.
where
Yeah, it
this
don't
is
matter if you're
where
not part of the plan. Like you ain't part of their plan and their progress to go forward, bro. Then you're a threat to them. You know what I mean? And
okay. So why choose to be a threat instead of part of the plan?
because you know why? Because sometimes you stumble on the things that you don't know what you stumble onto, and then you bring it out to the public view. You know what I mean? We had one of these shows at very beginning of Uncle Jackie conspiracy theory show. You know what I mean? The
Okay.
man, the man, the man find how to make water into gasoline, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Say fuel.
The
Say
man
fuel.
said, every dude that finds know how to turn water into gasoline ends up
It's fuel,
dying.
bro. Fuel, not gasoline.
Fuel,
It's
yeah,
fuel.
fuel. So now they die in weird ways. You understand? Now
Yeah.
whether it be a mass shooting, whether it be a suicidal
Self
thought, you know what I mean, or self-inflicted thing, like they die in weird ways, you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Now like I said, they didn't some people did this, because they stumbled on it by mixing, doing this and doing that. That's something that they like to do in their spare time. So now they brought it to the public view, or even brought it to the local view, and they get bought out. Now people hearing whispers through the government. Oh, we can't have this known, because if we have this known, this is going to change our money. Us making money.
Yeah. All right. So that entirely has to do with a shake the house type of president to come in and actually take charge and make all the changes that do need to take place. That's what the whole point of Trump coming into office in the first place. He was selected by the military they asked him to run for president. And
I'm
when
not.
he decided to, that's when they let him know what their plan was to eradicate all of these children being trafficked, the drugs being trafficked, and it all happening under everybody's nose. Everybody knows who the fuck it is. All it takes is a strong, bold side of justice to stand up for the American. In all of this, because we're funding all of this. Everybody's been looking over the Constitution and going, no, this is absolute and total bullshit. We're supposed to have freedom of speech rights. The most the most published doctor in all of time happens to be living while Uncle Jackie and Doc and Moves are fucking living right now. His name is Dr. Peter McCullough. Okay, this guy has until COVID, he was the trusted guy, like there was no tomorrow. And when he spoke about the vaccines, he spoke about vaccine hesitancy, his doubts about a vaccine, his doubts about how this is being handled, and all of a sudden he gets quieted like that, man. I mean, like he's quieted off of LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like one of these. I mean, that's
Listen.
high posh.
You didn't have to be a famous doctor. You didn't have to be a known name
Yeah, you
person.
do.
You
Yes,
you
you do.
being censored.
When you're a
You was
leading
being
authority,
censored. You
when
being
you're a
censored
leading,
on Facebook.
when,
You was being censored on. Let me tell you, there's a Republican that I followed ever since the first Trump election.
yeah,
His name is you know, you probably know him too, Mo. You probably follow him too because he was heavy into Trump first election. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And then the vaccine came out. I mean, the vaccine came out. He was preaching hard against the vaccine. He was preaching hard against a lot of things that Trump was saying. But you know, he was also bringing out facts of certain things too. You know what I mean? Backing
okay.
up Trump as Trump was saying stuff too. His name is something because he's so damn I'm gonna look on my phone. But anyway, but the dude
Yeah,
end up um he ended up getting censored from Facebook, from Twitter, from Instagram, but he kept on fighting it. You know what I mean? And every time he
did he
fought it,
create his own pancakes?
no, I don't know if he could create his own pancakes.
Yeah, there was a dude that got pissed off about Aunt Jemima being taken off the box for the Aunt Jemima pancakes, and he was like, "No, man, I'm a black dude. I'm gonna put myself out there." And he made his own pancakes, and like he made a lot of money out of it actually. But the thing is like, I'm thinking that this might be the same guy. I can't
Dream
remember.
Rare,
No, it's not the same dude. But hey,
Dream Rare.
whatever.
Do you know Dream Rare?
No. I've been listening to like Jesse Patterson. Let's see here. Jesse Patterson. Jordan Peterson. He's a psychologist up in Canada. And I also been listening to Peter McCullough part of the reason why I listen to Peter McCullough because my mom would quote the guy when I would end up going into the emergency room. She had like 2 or 3 of his books, on her bookshelf. This guy is like a leading medical authority. Period. And the thing of it is it's not so much as
But listen, bro. Dr. Fauci was leading something too, bro. Like you can't say like we have to listen to these people that says, "Oh," because at the end of the day, bro, an average person would tell you that injection was no good from the get go, bro.
absolutely okay.
But now you have to put in the equation is if I gotta work, if I need a job, if I gotta support my family, and they tell me I gotta take the injection to work, then whose fault is that?
That's work. That's your work's fault. That's work mandating something that's against
But
the.
okay, that's the work,
No,
man.
let me finish. It's a big fucking no. Okay, it's a big fucking law broken because you have the Nuremberg Code. Okay, Nuremberg Code came out after they found out that Dr. Joseph Mengele had done all these horrible things to Jews in I think it was Auschwitz, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, this dude did all kinds of crazy medical experiments from hypothermia to all kinds of gross surgeries. Injecting blue dye into somebody's eyeballs to see if they could change the color of eyeballs. Crazy shit. Okay, and that's how the Nuremberg Code was created. You cannot force somebody to take something they know nothing about. You can ask,
but they did that. America did that.
No, America didn't fucking do that. The fucking companies that made it mandatory for you to get the fucking vaccine did that shit.
The government did not step in and say, you know what, that's not right, that's not ethical, that's not American, that's not
Absolutely, which is why these people are being taken out. This is why the total wash of all of these folks that made money off of controlling the American people. and off of killing the American people on top of
No,
that too.
the senators still making money. The senators will ever forever make money. They forever got an income,
They're
and the
not
people
gonna
inside the Congress forever got an income coming from the government, and they were the one who we relied on as we the people to protect us, and they did
Absolutely.
not protect us.
And the
So
crazy part about it is what we did is we voted for it and we got what we voted for. We kept on getting told by the Democratic Party that everything could be solved.
no,
Green New
Trump was in
Deal. No,
office.
Green
Trump
New
was in
Deal.
office and made and
We
got
can
the
go. No, we
vaccine.
can
Come
go.
on, bro.
We can go green. We can go green by 2030, even though we don't have the logistics to do that. No, but I'm gonna
Why
tell
we
my
blaming it on a Democrat? Why we just can't say the American government did this, bro? Because it's
no,
not
because
just one person. Trump is president.
because
Trump
I'm
is
not
president, bro.
I'm not gonna be like lectured to by a party that wants to hack off kids' private parts. I'm not going to be lectured to by a party that doesn't hold the black person's, let alone any other person's, their liberties and their freedoms closest to heart when they say they do. I'm not going to support the party.
Can I tell you something, bro? You may not have to support it, but 4 years from now, after Trump go through what he goes through right here, and all the foreigners, get back on their sense and they remember that they are foreigners, they're not actually Americans, you know what I mean, to certain people's eyes. They gonna go back to Democrat. They're gonna go back blue after this red thing, bro. Like I said, Trump, in my opinion, Trump is not part of their agenda at all. And when I say their agenda, I'm talking about the people that run the world, bro. The president don't run the world.
Right.
There was never a president that ran the world, bro.
No,
there was never a Democrat that ran the world. There was never a Republican that ran the world, son. There's people with money. Elon Musk is going to be one of them right now. Did you see the other person that was over there? Bezos was with him the other day too, bro. Like all these people with money that don't give two fucks about you, don't give two fucks about me, don't give two fucks about Uncle Jackie, and definitely don't give two fucks about Joe. You know what I mean? So at the end of the fucking day, bro, if we ain't opening our eyes and changing the focus on what we need to be focusing on, instead of saying, "Oh, the Democrat this and the Democrat that," bro. We had a Republican in office when the vaccine was implemented to the people, bro. Yep. Now we had a Republican in office when the job said, "You know what? By January of this year, by this date of this year, if you ain't vaccinated, then you no longer employed with us."
Yep. And you know what? That's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine because I don't know.
No, it's not fine, bro. It's not fine.
My company asked me. No, my company asked me if I was going to take the vaccine. I said no. I found another company to work for.
You know why, bro? Because you found another company. I found another company. You know why? Yeah. But my daughter didn't find another company. My daughter wasn't even working at the time. You know why she took the thing? Not because her father said it was okay to do it. It was because she wanted to be socially accepted. You know what I mean? She wanted to go out. You know what I mean? And places wasn't allowing her to go out and be at places without showing her a vaccination card, bro. Yeah, so it's not just work. So it's not just work, but I just mentioned it.
Hold on. The vaccine the vaccine mandates did not happen until Joe Biden got into the fucking office. So to conflate it to Trump's mishandling as far as the warp speed, having the vaccine within 6 months, any idiot could have told you right off the bat. Any idiot that had been old enough to know about the AIDS epidemic. You got like AIDS for the past 40, 50 years and there's still no vaccine. Are you going to tell me that there's going to be a vaccine within 6 months to a year or something like that? No, I wasn't going to be led by like a sheep. Trump was being led by his advisors as far as warp speed was concerned, and he wanted to be the first country to come up with some sort of cure. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Why they no ifs and buts about it, bro? Why there no ifs and buts about it, bro?
No, there aren't. There aren't. Because the very second that it's funny, is Kamala Harris.
So
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
the mandate.
Hold on.
So
Hold
the
on.
mandate wasn't put into place when
on.
Trump was in office, bro. Come on now.
No, this is the Democratic Party playing with its constituents. I'll tell you what.
Come on, bro. Stop saying Democrats. Stop saying
No,
the government.
Stop,
Say the government, bro. Because we had Republican
Because
and
you want
Senate
it-
at the time
because you
too.
want it-
I believe the Republicans had the
If you
House.
want to point fingers, here's the pointed fingers right here. Because when Trump
I'm loving this shit.
when Trump was president, bro, when Trump was president, you had Kamala Harris and all of them. I'm not taking the vaccine. I'm not taking Trump's vaccine. I'm not taking Trump's vaccine. I'm not taking it. And then the very second Joe Biden went into office, it went vaccine fucking crazy. Like there was no tomorrow. That dude went on the fucking television. He said, "Oh, you want some free fries? Oh, these fries taste really good." Who was that? The governor of New York? No, it was the fucking. It was something in New York. Anyways,
The mayor. It was mayor. Eating fucking McDonald's, bro.
Oh my God! It's either Coke. Oh, this is really good. God, the vaccine never tasted so well. And you had the fucking Democrats swinging from Big Pharma's nuts like there was no tomorrow. Yeah, and they were pushing that vaccine like there was no tomorrow, dude. And not only that, they pretty much because when you come home from that job, that told you need to take your fucking vaccine.
You know what move? I think a Republican could come and tell you that they could sell you a bridge in Brooklyn, and I think you would buy it, bro.
No, dude, you're.
I think you would, bro. Yeah, I really think you would. You know what I mean?
Dude, they really sold you on all kinds of shit, dude. Like
nah, bro. Listen, they can't sell me because I'm too close to ground zero. You know what I mean? To tell me, you know what I mean? I may not know the right cause and effect of things, but as the word keep on chiming, the clearer picture keep on becoming clearer, bro. And just like 9/11, you understand? And let me tell you about 9/11. You know what I mean? My mom's passed away through 9/11 situation. You know what I mean? And you know, during the situation, you have to go, you know, you talk to lawyers and you go through situation and you sign off on, you know, not being able to prosecute if they find out, you know, anything else comes from, you know, not being the you know, the situation on hand. But even prior to that, I already had questions about 9/11. You know what I mean? And I thought America had something to do with it. But as the picture, and because I didn't understand Israel at the time. You know what I mean? And where Israel place was with America. And I just knew at the time of 9/11 that a lot of Jewish Americans received a text the night before saying, "Do not come to work today because whatever, you know what I mean?" And a lot of them didn't come to work that day. You know what I mean?
Dude, that owned the World Trade Center, he didn't show up for the first time in God knows how long because his daughter had a dental appointment or some shit like that. When dental appointments never kept him from going to work.
Exactly.
Yeah, I totally agree, dude. Like
hold on. Let me finish. So that whole setup, you know, had something a fish smell coming from it. You know what I mean? And I said, America, wow, like America this, America that. George Bush, you know, that picture of him, you know, just sitting there for the extra minute, extra 45 seconds or whatever it may be, in front of the kids, and just his head going up in the air like. Interesting. You know what I mean? Instead of being the man to stand the fuck up and keep on and making moves like we gotta go. You know what I mean? But in any event, I just looked at America differently, and I thought America did it. You know what I mean? But as the years go by, 20 years, we down 20 years later, 25 years later, and you see that Israel may have played a part in America.
Oh yeah, dude. I don't put it down in any way, shape, or form. I think the jig is up when it comes down to Israel. And I don't think it's Israel. I think it's a combination of government, religion, and actually, it's government and anti-religion that's really going that went awry throughout the entire world. You're talking about like a people that have been kicked out of 170 different countries, and why? You know, it's political unrest that was created. There was social
But,
unrest that was
but
created.
not only that, but money
and-
was
and
being
not only that,
investigated.
control-
Money was being
control- hold on,
investigated the
control-
down
control-
Rumsfeld as well.
Hold on a second.
America did have a
Hold
part
on a
in that
second.
as well.
Listen for a second. Control through the banks, control through the education system, control through the government. Okay, those are three vital parts that, if they're tainted in any way, shape, or form, can have catastrophic effects on an entire country. We knew what we were doing in Africa and disrupting this, our CIA has now been found, the evidence is there that they have disrupted multiple governments throughout the world in the past 40, 50 years. That's the thing. When you've got a president that steps in and goes, you know what, I'm done with the CIA doing that shit, and so is the rest of the American people. We're going to narrow down who is really in charge, and we're going to stop them from being in charge. It takes big money to break big money. So, before I judge somebody by their bank account, like Donald Trump or Jeff Bezos or anybody else, because you can lose that money just as quickly as you have it, right? So you need to make your moves pretty wise. So at the same time, when in 2017, when Trump went around the world and pretty much let everybody know, hey, you know what? These are the documents that I have on my own people. Okay. And they're connected to your people. And there's a list of your people that my bad people are connected to your bad people throughout the world. Okay. So here's a list, and take care of your shit. Because when I get back, that's really what's going to make a difference. So my point is this, dude.
Yo, somebody acknowledge this man, because
Why? You bringing them up there? Hey, I watch other people podcasts, and they don't say nothing they don't bring up nothing to the relevant. They don't give a fuck about. Hey Joe,
sometimes I just
yeah, I know.
want the balls.
He's just fucking trolling. That's all.
But sometimes you gotta put a troll under the effing bridge. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly, man. Go back to charging people.
He ain't worth me shoveling a piece of
knowledge,
bro.
No knowledge. I mean, we were just talking about the FDA, the NIH.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying.
Stopped, man. I mean, this is, dude. There's a total halt on the FDA.
He said you could Jordan Peterson.
NIH. You guys, this guy doesn't even realize how big that is. I don't think we realize how big that is. Okay, because we don't if we worked at the NIH, maybe we would understand a whole lot. While we're watching some of our fellow coworkers getting fucking fired through a fucking email, or maybe they'll send a fucking meme email of Trump saying you're fired, and yeah, they don't get to report to work tomorrow.
Keep this though. I am the NIH. I'm a nigga in Harlem. I am the NIH. Since I'm gonna play the ignorant role for Joel. Joel, I'm gonna play the ignorant role for you. NIH stand for niggas in Harlem. You dig? It stand for niggas in Harlem, and I mean it's an exclusive group, and we can tell if you fronting. Know what I mean? Because I remember once somebody told me they were from they told this woman I was dating that they were from East Harlem, and they I don't know if they knew that us from Central and the West Side, we visit the whole state of Harlem. Yeah, I know I said state, and I mean that too. But the gentleman didn't know what Hattie's was. The gentleman didn't know what Patsy's was. These are staples in Harlem. Patsy's Pizza. Haji's, the sandwich spot. You're
talking about the slice that you can get on the corner of 116th and Lex.
No, I'm talking Patsy's on First Ave, the mob run joint. Allegedly.
Yeah. Oh shit. I forgot. Oh no, dude. How about the fucking fishery off of 116th and between Madison and The fuck is it?
And what you talking about? Fifth and the fish joint, the fish market.
Yeah, fish joint. It's a
Yeah,
fishery,
but
man. Like,
it's on Lennox, really. It's on Lennox, 116th
is
and
it on
Lennox.
Lennox? No, I thought it
Yeah,
was.
but depending on which fish joint you talk about, Moves, because I'm
It's
from the
got
upper
all the
side.
fish frozen on the wall, man. You can pick everything you want and put it in a big steel fucking stainless steel bowl, and then they fix it up for you. And if you want to,
Yeah, that's 116th and that's Lennox Ave.
yeah, it is 116 in Lennox. Ah, shit, man, it is. You're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, I was
That's why I said I am in H. I'm a nigga in Harlem.
Yeah, had a little Chinese joint across the street from the laundromat. Oh man,
Guaranteeing the city people is more intelligent than the outer city people, bro. Get out
no, just different kind of smart, bro. Don't overestimate yourself. You know, it's
I ain't worried about it.
I got to meet this for the second time. I got to meet like this type of dude, and I'm 50 years old. I've lived, you know, from one end of this country to the other, and I've only met like a couple of guys like this. And this old man, I needed a job, and somebody got me a job over at a hobby shop, right? And I sold like the Traxxas parts when they were running on, combustion motors and that kind of stuff, man. It was really cool to get into, but this cranky old man I had to work with, man, he was just like, man, it was just, he'd walk in, you could feel his presence, you know, and I was really trying to learn because there are tons of part numbers. It's just like a fucking car, you know, like people come in and they say they got this particular model, and you got to look up the model and look at the parts and all that kind of shit, just like auto shop almost. Anyway, this old dude, come to find out, was a corn farmer, and he was raised on a corn farm out in Indiana, and but for some reason he wanted to learn about planes and jets and stuff like that, man. And what I didn't know about this cranky old man was that he taught himself aeronautical engineering. Like he would build 7th scale and larger models of airplanes. And I don't know if you guys remember the movie called Memphis Belle. It is about a particular plane. Okay. Well, he was called by the AMA, the American Model Association, and he inspects these planes. So he flies out to location when a movie is filming and they want to use a miniature or a 7th scale or an 8th scale or whatever plane to fly in the air. He's the guy who goes through and inspects the motherfucker to make sure that it can run and that it's not going to crash into somebody's house and kill people, because like this particular Memphis Belle model had lawnmower engines for the engines on the wings. This was a gigantic model of a plane, and it was remote control. So anyhow, this guy taught himself this, and you know, you wouldn't know it by how he dressed in any way, shape, or form, and you wouldn't know how he talked or communicated himself. He just, you know, knew how to inspect these planes from nose to tail, and you know, that he was just self-taught, you know. And if he didn't, you know, have the freedoms that, you know, you have, if you didn't have the freedoms now that you know other countries had, you really wouldn't be able to branch off and to learn something if you wanted to. But you know, this is the information age, man. There's no excuse for not knowing. You know, you can YouTube anything that you like, from anything. You know, you can learn anything. So anyhow.
That is a fact. That is true though. YouTube, you could probably learn how to do open heart surgery, to be for real, because anything I've needed to learn, like as far as working with my hands, I really, really, really just go to YouTube. Like even when I was, you know, doing shit, fixing my car, learning how to change the oil, because I learned. I don't mean to drone off, but learning that all cars are different, especially when you drive.
And where did YouTube come from? Did it come from China? Did it come from Russia? Did it come from any of these you know, other perfect little countries throughout the world? No, it came from the United States. YouTube.
Oh, of course.
You know, Facebook came.
I give YouTube props for that, but fuck you for taking my livelihood. I'm gonna say that.
That's some horse shit. But at the same time, as time goes on, our opportunities increase. Believe you me. I mean, like it all you got to do is like kind of take a step back and you know pick a direction. Really, and before you know it, you'll be using the excuse that there's too many opportunities here for me to just pick one and dedicate it because I don't know which one is going to go where. And that is part of life.
That sounds beautiful, though.
Well,
There's so many opportunities. Which way to go?
Look, I'm telling you this right now, man. I moved to 3 major cities, homeless, with not a penny in my pocket, a backpack full of clothes, and within a year, I had my place. I had and there are different circumstances for everybody. Some people have children or offspring, and
Right.
they don't have those particular freedoms. But at the same time, I gave myself the opportunity, like in Vegas, I gave a year, and that's what I would do. I would give the whatever town I moved to a year, and if it didn't happen, then it was a complete and total failure, and I'll move on. And because
you didn't have to take it anal like Joe does. You know what I mean?
yeah, right.
It was bad, bro. Like it's just so crazy that he said try harder. You have to come up short. Found to be lacking, but we still.
But he's still here.
Now I'm about to say we still end up at the same point. Like, so if you're intelligent and you're so far advanced in life, you still hear YouTube at our channel, and we appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I definitely do, because he knows on the low he didn't expect what the fuck he got just now. He didn't expect this shit.
But
that's why he's still here.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, well, and the thing is, it's like you gotta.
What a bozo,
man! Like since I turned 50, it's a lot is becoming clear, and abundantly clear. And
just hit that sub button, my nigga.
Yeah, straight up, man. Knight's Tale movie. But no, it is a matter of how you look at it in life, man. And trust me, it is not easy to be positive about a lot of shit. It isn't. The hardest times I ever had were wrapped up in a blanket, laying on a sidewalk somewhere, and wondering if I'm going to get the job or get a job, wondering if I'm going to be able to make that phone call the next morning and touch base with friends and family and make sure that I'm all right, and check in with the folks that that cared about me from day to day. I look back on it now, and honestly, I got to be thankful for the if God gave me a guardian angel, man, that motherfucker is beat the fuck up. I mean, spitting teeth out, broken wings, the whole 9 yards, man. Because like I've gotten into some sticky situations in life, yes, and I've found my way somehow, some way out of them. So that's where my faith like kicks in. It's not so much as that I was taught this at an early age of life. No, I've gone through experiences in life now where I put things in perspective, and it's like, geez, it's a miracle that I'm standing here. It's a miracle that my folks didn't abort me. It's a miracle that that I got the folks that I got, or that I got to live in the home that I got to live in, or I got to live in Vegas even though it was a complete and total failure. I got to find out that it's a shithole of a fucking city, and I'll never go back to it. But at the same time, I look at New York with mixed emotions. It was the greatest year that I ever lived there, and it was the saddest few years that I ended up living there. And and Kentucky is the same way. I've been here for 15 years now, and they're it's like 50-50, and there are a lot of times where it's like 40-60 favoring the shitty side. And it's but at the same time, there's always opportunity. There always is. It's just a matter of like not getting mad enough to not be able to see it anymore. You know, that's the tough shit, man. Because when life is you're punching you between the legs, and you know, whether it be taxes, whether it be the job, or whether it be, you know, understanding something new or some shit like that, you know, getting pissed off, it is one of our first reactions to it. But at the same time, I've gotten older now where, you know, my knee-jerk reaction isn't like that of getting frustrated or pissed. It's a moment of taking a step back and looking at everything around me, and, you know, seeing where things can improve them, and, you know, I can do my part. So I don't know, man. It is what it is, you know. And like you say, you know, I don't blame you for having the perspective of America being kind of really, really shitty in the past, but at the same time, you know, we have this is one presidency that I want to have faith in the sense that change can be made. This will be the last attempt for the government to convince me that they are actually doing something good. You know, so that's where, you know, I may not, like, let's say that, you know, let's say that 70% of the stuff that has taken place in this past 3 days, didn't take place, then I would be skeptical as fuck. I really would. I would be skeptical as all hell. But the whole CDC, NIH, and the FDA, being halted and refurbished, or people being fired and new people being brought in, the transparency of the CIA, I'm looking forward to that. The transparency of the FBI, you know, these records that they're going to be released are going to have some people's pants down, and you know, but the American people will make up their own minds. You know, I think that showed that the election showed the Americans making up their own minds right then and there. You know, but I actually got to kind of call it early, fellas. So I got another like 10 minutes before I actually have to bounce, because I got to get there early tomorrow. Because
it's all good. 10 minutes, it'll be knocking on 2 hours.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Yeah, that's good. 9.5 minutes.
I mean, you can give a final thought if you want.
Yeah, okay. I'm down with that. Yeah, fear not, fellas. There's some crazy shit. Dude, okay, I got it.
My fault. Ended with your LA Flyers.
I've got to
your LA Flyers.
Oh, what's that?
Your LA Fire. Remember, you want the
No. The LA Fires. Okay, well, no. This is even better. Shit. Excuse me. Oh shoot. I can't. It just totally. The LA Fires totally distracted my thought. It derailed. Damn it. Shoot, something really, really, really big. Oh yeah, I can't believe okay. So, I'm watching the inaugural party that they had after, you know, Trump got sworn in and inaugurated, and Elon Musk goes out there, man, and he is just fucking nerding out like there's no tomorrow.
All right.
And then he puts this little salute to the crowd. That looked awfully reminiscent to a gesture that was widely used in Germany during World War II. And I'm sorry, fellas, but I was baked off my ass watching it.
Elon Musk was probably baked too.
What's that?
Elon was probably baked too.
Oh, you know what? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that, you know, he kind of like nerded out and accidentally did that, but then he did it again. I was like, holy shit, no, you fuck Elon, no. Because I was watching it live. Like I said, I was like, oh my God. So I kid you not, fellas, I went to the Twitter about 20 minutes later, dude, and they already had the memes. The Nazi memes were out, man. They had the music, the swastikas, the fucking everything. They're playing in the background.
The internet is undefeated.
It is undefeated. I thought that was. I'm sorry. I felt like I'm living a Mel Brooks film right now. Like
Oh,
where
shit.
everybody gets made fun of, kind of thing. It's
Right.
like, oh shit. Did Elon watch a bunch of like conspiracy videos about Jews or some shit, man? I mean, because like that shit's flying around Twitter right about now, and it's fucking. It gets pretty nasty, actually. But at the same time, it's like there's some of these. Some of these facts ain't fucking lining up. Like you follow some of this money, and well, shit, man. I don't want to say nothing on your channel because, like, this is not my channel. But at the same time, it's like, was Elon really trying to like say something subversive to a certain level of degree, or was he really genuinely like, because he's got Asperger's? Did he make a gesture that was just clumsy? So yeah,
Shit,
yeah.
indeed.
Sure, he's still out.
Yo, Doc, what you feeling, bro?
Well, I want you to, man. I don't know what you waiting for.
Oh, okay. Now I was letting Moves talk. I don't want dude to come on and then interrupt Moves because Moves is out of here.
Yeah,
Moves
I
about to
hear you.
go on. So I'm gonna Moves because if dude gonna be a fucking, if he ain't gonna act right, I'm gonna say that. If he ain't gonna act right, then he
I
gonna
want to be here for that
Yeah,
kind of.
you get booted off. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Yeah,
You
you
get backstage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you go.
All right, bro. All right, bet. I'm gonna invite him. Cause I don't know why the fuck he thinks somebody's scared.
Yeah, right.
Once I see him put it up, though, like, yo, you drop a link yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Doc
No,
go fucking.
honestly, I was still stuck on what you want to fight or something. I ain't gonna lie. I was stuck on it for a minute. I ain't think about no link. I was gonna link up.
Yeah. Hey, you get mad at those digital letters, man, because
That's why I'm just sitting there like, okay. When he said nah, I still didn't get over it. But he said nah. I was like, all right, he ain't really a Wang. He's not really a Wang. He's just really trying to get his point across. And if that's the case, then I would be happy to it's fine.
I
It's
was
just to
just
get his point across.
if
I
he's
was
got
just sitting here like, yo, damn, I'm gonna be getting this type of that type of audience to come on there, new person be like, yo, I want to join the panel. Come on, I welcome my panel. Welcome, come on.
yeah.
Shit, last time though, 2 weeks ago, we had the other guy though. Remember, it was another
Yeah.
dude. We thought he was trolling, and it's like, bro, we all on the same side, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah, that dude. It wasn't until he mentioned Coke, I was like, I don't know. And it was funny because he was like, "Okay, y'all go ahead and hit me up right now if you want to," and I'm like, "Oh no, man, I'm good."
I
with
told
that."
you, bro. I told you, kid.
There was a reason why he was like, "What?" throughout the whole fucking. But at the same time, he was dropping some like conspiracy theories.
Yeah, he was dropping some conspiracy theories. Joe, where you at, bro? Joe, where you at? You made me go through all of this. I had to go through, do stuff I ain't want to do. It's going on 2 hours. Like, where you at, man? You sound like you see now. I seem like you trolling, and you might get a bad reception if you do make it.
You don't want to, do you?
Word, man. Like real.
Doesn't patronize when I read it like that. You don't want to, do you?
I don't know. I ain't gonna sit here and I ain't gonna troll Joe.
Like he put an exclamation point on that,
Not
so
backstage?
I purposely didn't put exclamation at the end of it.
You're not backstage?
Nah, I'm looking at the guest now. Let me see. I'm gonna press the. Nah, he ain't here, man. Come on, Joe. You a troll?
Yeah. Nah, he just skirt.
Maybe he left. He might have just left. It's all good, but ain't nobody scared.
No, he heard me and Doc like spatting like there was no tomorrow, and he's like, "Man, I don't know if I want to fuck with these."
Man, that's what happens when it's. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking.
Oh, he's back. He's in.
Oh, he here.
Awesome.
Hello.
Oh, look at this
What's
guy.
going
Hey,
on,
what up?
son?
Put my money where my mouth is, man.
There you go.
Amen.
All right. What's going on, Joe?
What's going on, Joe? Welcome to the show.
Yeah,
I
Mr.
still hear you through my iPad and not my earphones.
I
It's
hate
all
it when-
good. However you can hear, as long as you can hear.
Yeah, give him a sec.
Usually, if I don't have these on, I've only done this like 2 other times, but otherwise, I get an echo
Go
through
to
the iPad.
go to settings. Go to settings if you can on the screen.
Oh, he's just resetting that Bluetooth.
Battery.
Ah, there he is.
Battery 90%.
Excellent. You hear us loud and clear?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Hell yeah.
I'm about to pour drinks.
Welcome to the show, Joe. How you doing today?
Well, I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm just this regular, like-ass white guy from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And I'm figuring everybody across the whole world is no more different than me. Maybe like color, nationality, like beliefs in God or shit like that. But everybody wants their children to grow up to be better than they were. So where are we now? Because we're fucking each other.
Well, I think they already fucking each other in Michigan, man. But out here in the city, we out here trying to we fucking each other over. You know what I mean? But yeah, I understand what you're saying, though.
Yeah, I'm not saying in the Upper Peninsula we're fucking our cousins or nothing like that, but there might be like 1 or 2 of us, you know, out of 1,000. You know, and we're kind of like people from Tennessee, but farther north with less snow.
Joe don't ease into my good
He got
graces.
dark coughing. He got dark coughing. He turned his mic on. I turned his mic on.
He said maybe 1 or 2 of us up here, but not all of us.
How come you guys aren't showing yourselves on the screen here? 1, 2, 3 of you. I mean, like you got your avatar up there. You like to play Donkey Kong, you know? Or,
Yeah,
Joe, are you down with any
guys,
type
like,
of
really,
blog
really
talking
shy
agency?
or something?
Well, I don't have a camera actually, so yeah, I'm kind of ghetto like that. So
Hold on. I got you, Joe.
yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Like I'm not black or anything like that, but if I was, I'd like to be proud of it.
Oh nah, but it ain't about not showing
My
out.
avatar is new.
We in relaxed mode right now, you know.
I
And
got
stuff
3
like-
nationalities out of 4 that were dictators in the past, you know, like 100 years ago. So it's like I'm just trying to keep it mellow.
Oh, over here we don't care about race over here. As long as
Yeah,
you
we
have
definitely
intelligence.
Yeah.
I don't care. We don't care about race over here. We do not care. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be here. But we don't care about race over here. We care about intelligence. So if you got intelligence, it's fine. If not, then I gotta find you.
Well, then I'm going to try to do really, really good at that intelligence kind of thing.
Because you had some controversial things to say about us. So I mean, I kind of
Of
want you
course,
to
I
delve
have
into
controversial
why you were
shit
feeling
to
how
say.
you were feeling.
I fuck with everybody, man. And
Oh no, it's fine, but
there's
I mean, there
pretty
has to
much
be a reason why
right and wrong. And I had a grandma, you had a grandma, and I had a mom, you had a mom, and when you did wrong, they fucking whomped your ass. And then when Dad came home, he whomped your ass again.
Facts.
I can't even. You know what? I can't even make myself angry at this man. I'm shaking your hand, bro. I'm shaking your hand. We're shaking hands right now. You might not know it, but we're shaking hands, bro.
Look, he don't.
Hey, matter of fact,
Whatever we
there
gotta
you
do,
go.
man.
There you go. Fist bump, brother.
Boom.
We in the
So,
game.
so how you trying to enlighten us, Joe? What type of knowledge you trying to drop to the show, or what's your take on the president? And his what you think is going to happen in the next 4 years?
My take on the president. Holy shit. I voted for Trump. And when I voted for Trump, I knew he was part of the great big illusion. And, well, Trump might do better for the country than especially in the last 4 years, maybe. But I'm pretty sure it's all mind games. Everything you see on the internet, one side fights the other side. They're all on the same team, and we're getting fucked.
I can see
Amen.
that. I've heard that before. Yep.
Joel dropping some knowledge.
Okay, Joel. Okay,
It's the-
Joel. I'm not mad at you, brother.
Mr. Eichmann, right? Is that how you pronounce that?
Eichner.
Eichmann.
It's spelled AICHNER, but it's pronounced IKE-NER. It's
Okay.
German. It's German Austrian.
Interesting.
She's not to hear that.
Oh yeah, you do have like relatives of dictators. Yep.
Yes, Grandma Senatori was 100% Swede. She was an Anderson. Grandpa Senatori was 100% Italian. Great Grandpa Eichner was 100% German, and Great Grandma Eichner, which was Venutra, was 100% Austrian. So I come from 3 dictators and Viking clan.
Viking clan.
Yeah, that's an interesting background.
Yeah. I guess
Shit, Viking in you.
yeah, side of my family is a Bruce. And we go back to from the Revolutionary War to the first king of Scotland. And yeah, dude, it's
I have a family crest that goes all the way back to the 1400s.
incredible.
Yeah, which doesn't mean like jack shit
Who's
to
going
me,
around?
man, but it is kind of cool.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I know where I came from, but where did they come from? And Adam and Eve. I've got a joke for you. Pay
Go ahead,
attention
shoot.
now. Adam gave Eve an egg and said, "Cook this for me." The day after they were kicked out of Eden, Eve said, "What is it?" Adam said, "It's an egg. That's what I named it." Eve said, "What's an egg?" Adam says, "I have no clue, but I found it on the ground next to a bird." And the bird said, "Caw." That was the first joke God ever left us. We fucked up, man, and we've been going downhill ever since. What came first? The chicken or the egg?
Joel, so old man with a good Lord said, "Let there be light." Joel flipped the switch over here.
I don't think I'm any different than anybody else.
No, sir. No, sir.
Everybody just wants their kids to grow up better than they did.
Yep. Want the best. You know what I mean? How many kids you have, Joe? If you don't mind me asking.
I have 3 kids of my own, and I had 2 children with my second wife who already had children, and they were 6 months and 2 years old when I started going out with her. Navy girl, and we were together for like almost 20 years.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I had 5 kids from 1 year old to 5 years old growing up
Good
in my
lord.
20s.
At least they weren't staggered apart, you know, like 5, 8 years, that kind of thing.
My children and her children were so close in age that they actually grew up like brothers and sisters.
That's
Nice.
cool. That's cool.
And
That's big.
and it's a hard challenge when you're like raising stepchildren with your own children to make them all feel like they're equal.
Mhm.
Dad
Right.
doesn't favor you any more than anybody else.
Yep.
Ain't that the truth?
But you can do it.
Yeah. Definitely good. Mine no
But
winner.
But the stepchildren still don't like you as much for some reason. At least 1 out of 2 did, you know. You know, the young one was like, I got pictures of her when she caught her first fish. It's like, damn, you look like a little weirdo sitting on the end of the dock. You don't look like you do anymore. Big ass glasses. My fish.
Well,
Man, Joel is awesome.
hey, Mr. Eichelman, it's an absolute pleasure to meet you. I wish I could turn my camera on, but I don't have one. But I will have one sometime. It's nice to
you
meet
just
you.
got this voiceover print thing, and you're actually a girl or something. But it looks like. I mean, when I look like it's like Wolverine in like full gear, man.
No, that's Abe Lincoln, man. He's strapped. Look
Yeah,
at
that's
him, man.
Abraham Lincoln.
That's Abraham Lincoln, like wearing a uniform. Yeah.
It could be Abraham Lincoln, like
Yeah,
in
he's
full
pissed.
gear, but
He's pissed off. Look at him.
That's Abraham Lincoln 2025.
Exactly, man.
excuse me while I take a hit because like white people like to get high, man.
Yeah,
It comes us down. Oh,
y'all
white
have a
people
good
should
night,
get
man.
high.
I gotta bounce out. You guys have a great night.
Yeah, boys. Have a good night, bro.
Be good, boys. Appreciate you, brother, always.
Hey, be good or be good at it.
You heard? See you next week.
Word.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold up, because I wanted to play this video because I know I didn't save it for nothing. It's about the LA fires. It's like that. It's just fire everywhere. Like it's a whole new spot. What is the eruption of the Hughes fire near Los Angeles?
Yeah, it looks
Yo,
a lot
that's
like
just-
a hillside on fire.
Yeah.
And they
No,
and they were saying, I know nobody probably can't hear it, but it's really dry, it's really hot. So you know it's like it's gonna spread pretty it might be it's potentially bad. Worse than what it is.
I'll be right back. I gotta get a beer.
It burned 38.
Oh, that's my guy. You just became my best friend, man. Joel is my best friend, y'all. Don't get it twisted. That's my guy, man. I wish I still had another beer. So I could have saluted you. You know what? Cheers.
Skull. S-K-A with the dots over it. L. But they say S-K-O-L is the same thing. And if you actually pronounce Viking, in the old pronunciation, it's actually called Viking.
Viking.
the king. But now, isn't everything in the past kind of like relevant to the future? But now,
And a lot of it.
it's only what we're taught and told. So no matter where you were born in the world, say I was born on the other side of the world. I was brought up in a religion that said this is what God is.
Right.
Just like me here in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. But now, is God all the same entity, but we give him 1,000 different names and have 1,000 different beliefs and traditions, but we're all just cousins? Because the way I look at it, we're all cousins somehow. I mean, it's not like, like you came from Aunt Lolita or something like that, and my third cousin just removed or something through divorce. But we're actually blood-wise, we're all cousins. And why are we fighting each other if we're all cousins? Adam and Eve shit.
That's right.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Because when it came to stuff like that, I thought everything was just the same. Everybody just named their deities differently.
There's so
Like, it's
many
all the
names
same.
for
It's all the same
God
story, but
that nobody can understand anything. And if you want to like go back like Bible shit and go like way
What up,
back to
Project
like
Reject?
6,700 years ago, Mesopotamians, they actually called God Anu. And Anu had a father and a mother. And that's 6,700 years ago. First written words after the language of the birds. And I don't speak bird. Excuse me while I roll a smoke.
oh man, this has been a great night, y'all. Like, sub, share. It's Uncle Jackie with Doc. We got a special guest, Joe.
Word.
Yo, Project Reject was good. Appreciate you for coming back.
Well, how you doing, Project?
Where we over here chilling, talking politics. Well, we spoke politics for about 2 hours. And now we just, we just having a chat with Joel, sipping what we sip, puffing on, puffing on that medicine before we get out of here. Because I know in a minute, I'm going to want some chicken wings. But I ain't joking, though.
Hey, Joe.
Chicken and waffles. Now, is that actually
That
a
sounds delicious.
black thing or is it a joke that we're going to go for chicken and waffles?
That sounds delicious.
Swedish pancakes and like maybe barbecued ribs or something. Like, I'm part Swedish. Have you ever tried Swedish pancakes before? They're fucking
What kind of
delicious.
pancakes?
Swedish.
Swedish pancakes.
No, what's that? How does that work?
A cup of flour, a cup of floured powdered sugar, 2 eggs, and a cup of milk. Put a bunch of butter in a pan. When you cook them, crisp them up till they're brown on the outside, and you'll love the outside better than the inside, but the inside is awesome.
That sounds all right.
I'm looking at it.
Cup of powdered sugar,
It looked like crepes.
of flour,
Crepes?
2 eggs, and a cup of milk.
It look like
standard back.
crepes.
Hey, Project Reject, you
They're
good?
called Swedish pancakes, but in French, maybe they call them craps or crepes.
Crap. Yeah, the craps.
Craps is a game that you throw with the dice, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
three
yeah.
dice. I almost dated a French woman. I was
Three
close.
dice.
I was really close. I'd have made sure she would have got her club blasted up. Her club would have definitely got blasted up. She avoided one.
Do you know what the difference is between black people and white people?
Well, let us know.
The government. That's it, man. You're no different than me, man. Actually, if we had to go all the way back to the Garden of Eden times, I would have to say that Jesus and Eve were definitely dark-skinned people.
Wait now.
Because of where they came from.
That makes
I'm a
sense when you
thing-
think of it logically.
I'm what they would call an albino. And there are albino African Americans.
Of course there are.
They look African American, facial like features and everything, but they're whiter than white. They're whiter than I am. So
Sure are. Blonder, afraid of the sun.
I just don't get it. You're like me, I'm like you. You may look different than me, but unless you smoke like the same kind of like weed as I do, but I like grow my own. So everybody can't smoke my weed.
Yo, Joe, why look like you got a wasp nest inside your house, man?
With that thing right there.
Oh,
I just see it.
yeah.
It's right
You
behind you.
Would you like a tour?
I mean, if you choose to, I mean, that's up to you, brother.
Okay, hang on here. I've made all my shelves and collected all my knickknacks at St. Vinny's or the Dollar Store or Goodwill. So, here, let me give you a tour, man. White guy lives here. Okay, hang on. Okay.
Yo, Project Reject is real. Yo.
The shadow box up there, teacups that I got from the church bazaar. I think I spent $1 on them. There's like 8 or 10 of them up there.
Nice setup, though.
Okay, this shit here, I made all that shit on a lot of like scrap wood. I bought the sled to put knickknacks on because I ran out of wall space. A lot of the things up there my mom carved. So like, well, I can't point very good when I'm drinking.
I'm not even drunk.
Okay, and then we go from here. We got like, I think that's a 50.
Oh, nice.
Over there we got a,
Is that a wasp nest, though?
yeah, the, hang on, where the fuck are we here?
Turn around to your left. There you go, right there.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I had a wasp nest hanging up in the other room that was falling apart that I had for like 20 years. And then this one up here.
Is that a muskie?
Yeah.
2 years ago, my buddy's kid mentioned to me about my wasp nest that was falling apart. He came here to get hunting like gear to go hunting. And the first day out, he found that buried halfway in the snow.
Wow.
And he cut it off and he brought it to me. And I hung it up in the air. And no wasps came out after it got warm. Okay, I see here we got a sled toboggan that I use as a shelf because I run on a wall space, as you can see. Yeah, Sansui speakers in the corner. A lot. I got like 13 mirrors in my house, which makes my house feel like really, 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 really big. If you got a little house, put mirrors in your house. It'll feel big.
Well, if I put mirrors in my house, it's for some freaky shit.
And let's hear. That's
That's Buster. He's big as hell.
Hey, what the fuck's your name, big head? Oh, T-Bone. His actual name is Titan, but I call him T-Bone.
Titan, you are a Titan. Tell other dogs to chill out.
This one here is Blue. He's a Great Dane. And these fuckheads here, she's a pit bull and he's a Saint Bernard, and they just can't quit playing. So, if dogs can play and wrestle, and they're all different kind of breeds and nationalities, why can't we?
I like that.
Yo,
I like that. But see, we're from New York, so we already could do that.
let's
We
stop.
already know how to do that.
But
We're
no,
honestly
you know
New
what?
York,
You know
so
what? Can I get no? We know where we from, bro. You know what I mean? And I just want to commend that there's other people on the other side. This is not too far from us, but far from us that could have common sense of that nature coming from within where they at. You know what I mean? So
Everybody that I know that lives in the Upper Peninsula, and technically, I guess I voted Republican. You know, I voted for Trump. And
most of us did.
Joe Biden's a dumbass, you know, and
Yep.
you know, maybe like some people don't like me for that or something, but
We all basically
the
voted for Trump. Well, most
Democrat
of
that
us
lives across the road from me is still my friend. Even though we disagree on shit. And he's like 85 years old. And he says if it wasn't for the Democrats, we'd be a communist country today. I mean, like you can only like reason with them at the mailbox. But I still plow out his driveway when it snows.
your project, you silly, bro.
Hold up, let me go to.
But yeah, but you're right, bro. Like you're right, Joe. Like it you know, like it's good to having differences. Everybody got their opinion, you know what I mean? As long as at the end of the day we come back to the same friendship, you know what I mean, that we had prior to our indifference, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
It's actually nice living here in the Upper Peninsula. So if any of you guys, like wherever the fuck you are, you want to live in a nice, like mellow, laid back place, move to
yes,
the
sir.
Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And
Is marijuana legal there?
oh fuck yeah, man. I've had a medical card since they first came out. I get my dope half price at the dispensary, but I don't go there because I grow my own.
Nice.
Good, real good. That's fire. I thought I heard you say that before.
I only want high quality marijuana. I don't want that dispensary shit from the government. That's just gonna kill you. And those
Yeah,
treats that
yeah.
you eat, like the candies and all that kind of shit, My buddies have bought me those before. They don't fucking like buzz me at all. And after 45 minutes, I'm like, fuck this, man. I'm gonna smoke some of my own.
Yo, I want to smoke one of them blunts.
The blunt thing is when you empty out the cigar cartridge, right? Then keep the outsides and then you pack the insides with weed. That's a blunt, right?
Yeah, rolling
Yeah.
inside of a cigar. Yeah. Not
I
necessarily.
don't roll blunts. I use like regular old fashioned, like, you know, like the best ones are the 1 1/4 papers. But depending on what you're growing, it's anywhere from 4 to 5 hit weed, and this shit here is like usually like 4 hit weed. I call it the Green Reaper.
Nice. Indoor? Indoors?
Pardon?
Indoor?
No, outdoor in the backyard. I tried that indoor shit with all the hydroponic lights, and then after the hydroponic lights, well, before the hydroponic lights, the LEDs,
Yeah.
you know, I had the regular lights. And fuck, man, I was having $700 a month electric bill. I can grow it outside. The fucking power bill is free.
Mm-hmm.
And I got fucking 9-foot tall plants.
Nice. 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 Nice.
I've thrown so much weed away.
Wow.
I could not give it away. Told all my friends, come and get anything you want, man. And I threw like 50 pounds of trash.
Boy, and now you got a better friend that you could ask to come and pick up some, because I'll definitely come pick up some.
That's just the way it is in the UP. UP's
You
pretty
did.
laid back. It's like, weed. You need weed? Back up your truck.
And you heard what I said, Joe, and that was the invite. That was inviting myself to the crew.
You heard?
This is actually nice. So, where are you? You say you're like downstate Michigan?
Oh no, I'm in Jersey, South Jersey.
South Jersey. So that's like a province in New York.
No, it's
He's down there in Philadelphia.
Where the Liberty Bell used to be. Because
Right.
they moved it, right?
I ain't know they moved it, but
I ain't
I
know
know
they did them.
Well, the Liberty Bell used to be in Philadelphia, but I'm pretty sure they moved it. Which is kind of like a sneaky fucking thing to do.
I like Joel. I want to smoke a blunt with Joel.
Well, you're going to have to smoke
And
one on
smoke.
your end because we can't do that virtually. Like, I hit your pipe type of bong type of fucking, like, remember in the fucking 70s, you can go to the head shop, you buy a face mask with a pipe on it? That was a rush.
I was still swinging the balls in the 70s.
Holy shit, yeah. Okay, that's right, I forgot. Yeah, you're a bunch of young dudes. Practically don't have hair in your nuts yet. A long time ago when I was a young kid, hanging out with a buddy, his older brother told him, "You're not a man till you got hair on your toes." And I remember my younger buddy, he kept looking at his toes.
Yo, this is fucking awesome.
And nah, Liberty Bell still supposed to be still in Philadelphia, man. Oh no.
They switch locations.
No, it should be in Philadelphia.
No, I mean, like, did it switch locations, meaning from downtown to uptown
No,
to
no, no,
midtown?
no, 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 no. I just read that it was in Allentown, but that was before it originally stationed at in Philadelphia. Yeah, that'd be real crazy if they moved
Do
it
you
from
guys get
Philadelphia.
snow where you are?
Yeah,
Snow on the ground? How much?
a couple.
No, I ain't gonna put it again.
There's traces, not traces, but a couple of inches.
Well,
I have nothing.
you have nothing at your place over there on like what would be my left? He's in the middle, and I'm over here.
Until
I live in
Elon
the
tells
upper.
me.
I live in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, Kingsford, and
I'm in Georgia, so they don't get
we're
any of
at
that.
we're actually a twin city where I live, Kingsford / Iron Mountain. We have giant
Mountain?
Pine Mountain international ski jumping tournaments in about a week and a half. Olympians come to my teeny tiny little town. There's like maybe like 17,000 people max that live here in 2 towns or cities that they call them. We put 85 to 90,000 people in our town during a 3-week ski jumping tournament. Olympians come here. We actually hold the United States record for the longest ski jump. Like takeoff to landing. They take off at 65 miles an hour. They're fucking crazy.
Yo, why not, P? Yo, Project Reject, why not?
You're in a little town.
Iron Mountain, Kingsford,
Dick-
Michigan, in the
Dick-
Upper Peninsula,
Dickinson County
Dickinson County. Yep. Yep.
population.
Type it in, Dickinson County. It's like one of the biggest counties in the UP. We're South Central. And my snowmobile hasn't left the garage in a year and a half because we don't have any fucking snow. Fucking no snow. But they got snow way all the way down to fucking Florida. But I don't have any.
Yo, Destin, Florida definitely has snow, and we don't. And I'm in Georgia. That's weird.
I think the fucking Earth as a globe, how in the old, hang on here, okay, here, get myself centered. In the old days, used to tilt 1.1 to 1.4 degrees off axis and then come back. I think something fucked up happened with the sun because they do say the sun flipped polarities, and I think the Earth, hang on, here we are, the Earth, did one of these deals in outer space, and that's why the snow and the seasons and the global warming is all fucked up. And they're not fucking telling us that, man. But they're going to tax you for it. And
That's a
buy an
fact.
electric car. Yeah, once you buy an electric like Ford Lightning, I heard that thing could power my old lady's vibrator for like fucking 3 months on a single charge. Unless she uses it like more than 12 hours a day.
Yo.
Yo, Project, you crazy, bro.
Michelob Golden Light. I'm telling you, the only thing that's better than a Michelob Golden Light is a Dos Equis
Whiskey.
in the green bottle. Those are like top quality, but they're $10 a six pack. But now these, the Golden Light Michelobs, no matter how many that you drink, when you wake up in the morning, you don't feel like you've been drinking a beer the night before. But your wit on the comments is slightly diminished. When you're fucking with people.
Yo, Joe, what type of work you did for a living? If you don't mind me asking.
I did restorations on cars for a living.
Nice,
Oh, this is awesome.
nice.
Hell yeah. See, my brother has a BMW that needs to be, you know, he's willing to get you down there to fix it.
No, I'm retired, man. I don't fucking do shit anymore. All I do is like catch a buzz and
Okay, that's a
drink
roll.
my beer.
That's a roll with that.
What's in Jersey?
But now,
Have you
For-
couple beers?
for an
Couple
exterior restoration, a take apart job, you leave the body on the frame, but you take the doors, the fenders, the hoods, everything, the trunk, everything off, strip them inside and out, and bring it all back, and inner fender wells and shit like that on the, you know, underneath the fenders, you know, to the frame. Paint the frame, but leave the body on. That's a 700-hour job. So if anybody ever charges you over 700 hours to take apart your Camaro, Mustang, or Plymouth, or whatever you got, fenders and doors and everything off, stripped to the bare iron. If
Oh,
not,
no, we drive foreigns, bro. We drive foreigns.
well, then it would be the same equivalent, except your car says Nissan or Honda or whatever.
No,
But,
German.
700 hours on like complete restoration before you touch the interior suspension or motor. 700
Now,
hours
Joe, we
on
drive
the
Nazi
outside to
sleds.
make yourself a perfect car.
We drive Nazi sleds, Joe. Both of us.
I drive a 94 Chevy 1500 with
Nice.
300,000 miles on it. And I don't have enough snow to ride my snowmobile that's worth like 10 times as much. I wish I was in like Missouri. I'd be riding my snowmobile.
Yo, this has been interesting as hell. 'Cause
Yeah, definitely.
I've had fun.
Well, now, do anybody have any questions you want to ask me? And now, I can't see the comments rolling by. So any comments that did roll by, you'd have to read to me. You want answers? Somebody asks you a question, I'll fucking give you an answer.
Gotcha. You got any questions, Doc?
No, I mean, I asked the question that I have for him, you know, as far as, you know what I mean? I was just trying to get to know the man for, you know what I mean, as far as, you know what I mean? I seen the watch thing behind them, so I was very interested before that. He gave us a tour around.
Football
I
games?
appreciate that right there. So, I mean, cool. Hopefully join us again, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Hey, Joe, you like football?
I don't watch any professional sports.
College?
Actually, if I was to watch like sports, I would watch college ball, but I don't watch any professional ball. When I was in Cub Scouts in the 1970s, our scout coach took us to a Packer game. Must have been like 1976 or something like that. And our Little League coach in 1978 took us to a Brewers baseball game.
Yeah,
Which
because
but we were fucking like way up there in the fucking bleachers, man. And they're like, dude, we're like, I should have brought binoculars.
Cause Joe,
Nobody-
you closer to Wisconsin than anything, than Michigan, right?
I'm on the Kingsford Iron Mountain, where the international ski jumping tournament is about to take place in like a week and a half. I'm 4 to 5 miles from Wisconsin in that direction. I can go to Wisconsin in that direction, and I can go to Wisconsin in that direction. And for somehow, I can go to Wisconsin in that direction. Oh yeah, I'm on the border, man. There's bridges everywhere. But now the nice thing about the Upper Peninsula of Michigan is if the whole world actually did fall apart. You get me now? The whole world, the economic, everything, the food, the everything fell apart. The Upper Peninsula of Michigan, we can blow every bridge that comes into Upper Peninsula, into the Upper Peninsula. You don't get here from any other way beyond a bridge because the way the river flows down, you have to cross a bridge to get in to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And above it is Lake Superior and then Lake Michigan. And then after that, we don't have to worry about it. But if you blow every bridge, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan is the only independent position you could hold. You know, unless they sent like battleships in on the fucking, Lake Superior. But once you blow the bridges on the Upper Peninsula, nobody gets in. We're our own country, and we know it. But usually people don't tell you that.
It's crazy.
Like Texas, we your own damn country. But before we get the hell up out of here, because I'm hungry now.
40% of Texas is already Mexican Americans, and that was like statistics of like 5 years ago. So it's got to be like 50% of Texas is Mexican now. And I've got a master sergeant buddy that lives down there, and he says,
Yo, I Project Reject, I didn't know you were talking about Elon. I thought you were talking about Joe. But yeah, Elon, I think he has cyborg too. He acts weird. You know what I mean? He just like I think he uses tech on himself as well.
Yeah, me too. He fooled me because I thought he was. Well, my fault because I was actually doing my chicken wings.
No problem. I'm ready to be out anyway. So.
All right, Joe, man, it's been a pleasure having you, bro. But we're about to get out of here. It's rolling on 3 hours.
Well, I don't know where he at, right? I think
Project Reject, man. We appreciate you for sticking around and all the comments and shit. We hope to see you next week. Yeah, good night. Well, you take it easy. Joe, we about to get up out of here, brother.
I'm rolling a smoke, man.
But now we seriously, brother, we about to get up out of here.
Yeah, I hear ya.
Yo,
Yeah, hopefully we'll be back next
tune
week,
in,
brother.
bro. Word, tune in.
Hopefully we'll see you next week, and we can do this shit again. We'll be back at 8:30.
Yo, salute.
So you know, hit that sub button so that you can get notifications and you can chat with us. Look up Doc0528 and hit that like button, and he'll be on Wednesdays,
6 p.m.
6 p.m. Wednesday.
Oh,
Wee. Pause.
what do you think it's over with, man?
Yo, Joe, good night, man. We out, brother.
Okay.
Yeah, we up out of here,
I
brother.
hear you. Yeah, your old lady's bitching at you in the background. Saying, get in here and service me. Yeah. Respect.
Peace, brother.
Be well.
Uncle Jackie, next week, brother.
How the fuck do I get out of here? I only did this 3 times.
Salute to the
That
chat.
was Joe. We appreciate Joe for coming through. Joe, you have a great night, man. You be easy, man. It was a fucking pleasure. I promise you it was a pleasure. I hope you come back next week.
Definitely was.
I know moves. I know moves and Doc myself. We all would like to have you to pause to speak from because this was an entertaining night, man. I want to shout out Project Reject, Moves, Doc, Joe. Shout out to you again, and everybody else that tuned in. Miss Brinson. My man BT, Brian Turner.
Alex was tuned in. She had a friend tuned in today. Peace, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Word 757 CeeLo.
Word.
Jewy, welcome back.
Yeah, I didn't want to say his name wrong. Thank you, Jewy, man. Thanks for shouting us out as well. I seen you shout us out. Appreciate it.
Word, but we out of here. Good night, man. Shout out to you too, Rose.
Peace, bro. You already know. See you next week, man. I'm cutting.
Yeah,
I'm out.
we'll be back Wednesday on Yellow Tape. Doc 0528. Remember that. Doc 0528. We'll be back on Yellow Tape Wednesday. Possibly be back on this channel tomorrow. I don't know. Depends on how I feel.
Fact.
But Joe, you be good, bro.
Peace,
I know it's lit. I definitely know it's lit, bro. You lit yourself. But we're up out of here. Good night, y'all.
You see, talks like his shit don't stink, but he's cool with people. I knew he's fun. I just Uncle Jackie better. Jackie was alright. Uncle Jackie was excellent. Fucking guineas. Uncle Jackie. Uncle Jack. Line, everybody get in line. Listen the fuck up. It's going down. Pay attention. Alright? Niggas a little man, bitches a little man, the plot's a little man, the heart a little man, sense a little man, faces a little man, boss you all, I'm the motherfucking general. Niggas a little man, bitches a little man, the plot's a little man, the heart a little man, it's a little man, it's a little man, fuck who you are. When I walk through, everything stops, silence, remain quiet, things don't fly, thug. Yo,
I think it's time we take a fucking time out to hear what Harlem got to say. What, niggas? Harlem on the vibes. You don't want no problem with us, guys.
With the game, I'm standing out in the crowd. Also hard, got a stack that can't stop my vibe. Got the beats banging, speakers bumping loud. I'm the king of the game, standing out in the crowd. I'm so hard, got a stack that cash. Yellow tape wrapped around, I'm making a splash. My flow so hot, it's burning up the scene. When I step into the room, you know what I mean. Yellow tape, yellow tape, yellow tape. We on fire, we the ones in charge. Ain't none time. Turn it up, let the beat drop low. Yellow tape everywhere, it's our time to show.
Practice. I can show you practice. I can show you how to put $1 million in a mattress. I can show the difference between an icon and a classic. Baby in the major should be rolling in a basket. I'm advanced, and it's a lot of dance. From anywhere, my jewelry jump like Ja Morant. And Kif Tower shorts got me tanning with the babes. You would be a surfer if you ever had this wave. I just switch up my cabana, they throw shade. Matter top 5 and top wives, no I'm the fade. And throw them out the loop, I be mute, playing cute, nothing to say to you. Cause when I'm back home, I'm like Kyrie, I won't play with you. This is Magic with the fur, Tim Duncan on the spur, Tanya Harton on the skate. This that Kobe number 8. This the kick over the head in the hand of Sue Bird. This boy's superb. All I got is 2 words.